Very good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Mattingley Park for this round 4 fixture here. It's the Cobras hosting Sunbury, and the Cobras looking for their second win of the season. Of course, Sunbury unbeaten from their 2 outings to date. They come off the bye, and well, they had Melton South the week before that, say no more, but a good hit out against Redan in round 1. Big outs for Bacchus Marsh today that are going to make things a little bit difficult for them. No Rye Penny. And you've got a couple of other changes there too. Fridges, I welcome you. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Todd. Yes, there's no Josh Huxtable, young Alex Porter. Both are out injured. Young Archie Lawler comes into the side, kicked 5 for the under-19s last week for some height down forward. And other inclusions are
Kai
Tyrrell and young Riley Huxtable, and there's one more there that I just can't spot. I'm not 100% sure where Connor Lassalle will get a game, but haven't seen him warm up. But anyway, they're the outs and ins for the Marsh.
Well, just the one change from when we hosted Sunbury and Redan up in Ballarat in round 1. Wright makes way for Brock Lant, so looking forward to seeing how Lant goes. We've got him in front here on the vision in the white boots. So, yep, they'll be looking to keep their unbeaten run intact. Sunbury, of course, they'll have to do it on the road against Bacchus Marsh, and who could forget late last year when Sunbury went into that game heavy favourites on the Clark Oval and couldn't get it done, and the Cobras came from the clouds. But they certainly won't want to come from the clouds today, Fridge. they're just recidivists for trailing at half time, the Cobras, and the catch-up game, it's just hard for everybody.
You'd think that, last week's performance, on the back of last week's performance against Darley, where they kicked 5 in the last quarter, if they could continue on with that play today and, go into the first quarter and capitalise on last week's last quarter, they might get a bit of a head start on Sunbury, and Sunbury might be the ones that are playing catch-up footy, Todd, because it's coming off the bye.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll keep an eye on that and touch on that at the quarter and half-time breaks. Other games going on around the region this afternoon. Ballarat host Darley. Interesting game there, of course. Ballarat unbeaten from there, 3. Darley 2-1, of course, with that loss against North Ballarat under the lights on Marsh Stadium. East Point host Melton South. North Ballarat are at home to the Lakers, and an interesting watch on Redan and Sebas as 2 young groups go head-to-head, complemented by some experienced players at the top, but no doubt coaches Tony Lockyer and Gary Lamont for Sebastopol and Redan respectively will be hoping for impact games from their young guns.
For sure, Todd. Tony Lockyer would be very disappointed in the 2 results that the losses that they've had. I think he went into the season with some high expectations, and Redan are a side that I've mentioned on the presser that they've flown under the radar last year and possibly again this year. Not a lot of sides rate Redan, but it'll be an interesting contest, that one.
Yeah, who you tipping, mate? You going?
I'm going Sebastopol, only for the reason that their pride and comments that Tony's made, and after that big defeat they had, he said this is not what we stand for. So I'd suspect that two that they've had heavy losses to, that they won't lose another one. I suspect.
A response on the cards tip from you, Fridge, for Sebas this afternoon. North Ballarat and East Point, they take on the Lakers and Melton South, 2 struggling clubs on the win-loss front. You'd expect North and East to salute. It's just about how far, and the Lakers and Melton South will be looking for many wins. But the other game of interest, of course, is the progressive Ballarat with their 3-0 start of the season under Chris Mabel taking on Dan Jordan's Darley. So tip from you in that one, Fridge.
Look, I think Darley will bounce back from last week. I think Dan would be relatively disappointed in their last half of last week's encounter against the Marsh. Ballarat have been really, really good. Their run and carry, their spread, their speed, and they move the ball so quickly. But I just think the Devils going up to Ballarat, I think, last year's premiers, last week there might have been a bit of a fly in the ointment that last quarter, but they'll be roaring this week. Yeah,
we saw glimpses of their best in patches. They've been shifting through the gears, both on the up and on the way back. So, a little bit of inconsistency there, but we're only 3 rounds into the new season. And, of course, defending a title, being the hunted, is always presents its own challenges.
Oh, well, they're the top of the tree of last year, and everyone's looking at chopping down the top of the tree, Todd. So, like you say, they are the hunted, and anyone that beats Darley is a massive victory.
Troy Scobell and Melton have the bye, of course, today. What game would interest the Bloods? Do you think they'd be just having a Saturday off, enjoy one another's company or family time? Or I imagine Troy Scobell, being the footy head, will have an interest in at least one of these games.
Oh, you'd say you have to go and watch the Ballarat and Darley game, Todd. There's a nil that he's going to get out of the East Point Melton South and North Ballarat Lakers game, and Redan and Sebastopol, well, he's already played Sebastopol, so he's assessed them already. So, the Ballarat-Darley game will be for Troy Scobell to watch.
All right, guys, we're not far off a start here at Manningley Park. Ideal conditions for football for the first Saturday in May. The live vision via the FNL Match Centre and the Red Onion pictures. We look forward to your company right throughout the afternoon. A moment break, and we'll be back with the opening bounce in around 3 minutes' time.
If you can say,
to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
In 4 seconds, you can win a free small fries and Coke.
Corned beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Perfect conditions for football ahead of this match of the round encounter. Round 4 coming to you live from Mattingly Park in the vision of Red Onion and the BFNL match setup. The Cobras to kick to the railway end in this opening term. Sunbury to the high school and or scoreboard end. There goes the siren to get play away. Looking forward to the duel in the middle between Gertz and Ampolsky. Gertz won that tap, but it only went as far as Shea. Got it to McCreary inside half forward. Owen's gather was terrific. Searching hand pass. Nixon was good below the ankles. Gathered, quick hands, found Armfield. Kick smothered there by Muir. Did well. Shoveled out the back, going out the soccer there was Gertz. Got it to the attacking 50. Parente was clean. Short kick. Found McKercher. Shot on goal. This will bring the grandstand down, but he's off to the right and through for a minor score.
Quick start, good start.
Would have done wonders for a young group, Fridge.
Yes, yeah, and good to see McKercher getting involved very early, Todd.
So they had plenty of contributors, Sunbury, in their win over Redan that I witnessed at the start of the season, and Hannett was one of those who started well and went short to Doyle, who was also prominent. Good to see him playing in the later game. Bit of a waste at the second level. And he comes with the left foot, comes to broadcast. Half back, Glasgow went the spoil. Doing the sharking there was Gates. Salmon was Salmon, in fact, dispossessed. Loose ball opportunity, swarm of players on the footy. The umpire will come in and effect a ball up.
Couple of
the man in green would have been happy to see that over the line out of bounds. He had to run 30 yards. Now he's got to ball it up.
Now he's got to ball it up, Toddy.
We'll get the matchups at the next stoppage. Ball up. Tap one by Ampolsky. Hand pass. Found Muir. Oh, he dropped it. That's good pressure from McKercher, who started well. Goes in the Freeman direction. Second grab. Got it. Probably too far out to score. About 60 metres. So he'll waste no time. He'll go wide into the pocket, looking there towards Owen and the youngster there in Lawler. Bramble opportunity for Wood. Gathered. Hand pass found Muir. Clearing kick. Territory gained at that. Salmon got plenty of it, but dropped it in the end. Chance here for Egan. Good pressure there from Salmon. Regained the footy, ridden into the ground. Taken over the line for a boundary throw-in. And McCreary just helping the youngster up, doing the team thing.
Pressure has been good by the Cobras to start off, Toddy. Somebody look a little bit fumbly at the moment.
Yeah, they're coming off the bye, so they'll come out of their slumber soon, but the Cobras will need to convert, you'd think. Of course, no Penny, no Huxtable today. Everett watching on from the sidelines. Boundary throw-in, tap one by Gertz. Guthrie was clean, that was terrific. Went to the voice, gathered there by Cameron, ran his full measure on the non-preferred. Kick to vacant space, bouncing ball, presenting. The gather was terrific from Scanlon, and the defender come forward. The vision was terrific, went wide in the direction of Lewis. Overcooked the kick. Gates putting the pressure on. LaFranchi creating the reinforcement to deny Sunbury an exit, and there'll be a ball up. Right in front of the scoreboard here. Tick under 3 minutes gone. And the Cobras, with that behind through McKercher, have the advantage. Tap one by Gertz to a swarm at ground level. There'll be another stoppage. They're not short of a stoppage here at Mattingly Park, and I've seen plenty of them over the journey, covering games via radio and vision. Here goes Shea across the body. He was very good last week against the Devils, but it's been cut off by Muir, who started well. So he goes in the direction of Egan. Couldn't quite gather the mark. Chance here for Miller. He's dispossessed. Cobras have got numbers. And the dribbling kick to outer centre wing. Nixon just took his eye off it at the last second. Opened the door for Muir. He'll gather. Went by hand to Wood. Into the big man, Ampolsky. They say never handball it to a ruckman. And he's coughed it up with a fend off. A chance here for McKercher. It's a lazy kick. Got to Freeman on the half volley. Strong to brace or get rid of that tackle. Dribbling ball found Nixon. Back to Freeman. He's got no time. Tumbling kick, hopeful rather than anything else. Lever, Owen, one of those players around the footy. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go the way of Newitt. So Newitt with ball in hand. Goes lateral. Kick needs to be good. He didn't get enough on it. Kick meant for Doyle. Was well read by the experienced Armfield. Of course, 150-plus games with Carlton at the top level. He goes with the right foot. Kick to the youngster Lawler. He's got it. He had to stop and prop under that. And just booming with confidence after his 5-goal haul last week in the under-19s. And he's answered the call from Armfield, who's selected him in the side today. It's a deep forward option and never took his eye off the footy.
Never took his eye and caught plenty of pressure and with the chop of the arms and everything and still held the mark, Toddy.
How many Lawlers are there? They just seem to... If there's one out, there's another one in. Like the Brady bunch.
Yeah, they're a good sporting family, Todd.
So he'll have a shot on goal here. Now the Cobras need to get to him.
They'll get around him.
And they will. What a great start for the youngster. Cobras get their opener. Took them the best part of 5 minutes. They're 1-1-7. They lead Sunbury no score.
Clever by Armfield by the intercept there, and it was right on the money. He knew what they were what they were about, Sunbury, and he got the intercept and good long kick into the forward direction of Lawler and strong hands and kicking goals is the name for him. Yeah, the kick from Newitt just didn't have enough on it. He could have overcooked it because that would have been all right. It would have went to the fat side of Doyle, but Armfield was up to it. So with the restart, it'll be Gertz and Polsky. Shea again, out of the middle, left foot kick, cross the body, bouncing ball. Owen tried to go with the round ball option with the soccer at the half volley, but only went as far as Newitt, who got it to Hannett, to outer side. Lewis got it to Guthrie. We say that a bit when the lines are up and about. Chance here for Cameron, the newcomer from Rupertswood. Been a good addition. And the kick didn't let him down and found Bramble. Attacking side of centre wing, broadcast side. Into attack. Now Sutton's the target. He's got it. Yep.
So he's the obvious threat forward. Of course, 11 goals in 2 games. And they'll just keep going. If they have 50 inside 50s today, Fridge,
he'll get 30.
Sutton will be, he'll be the target of 25 of them, and why not?
Well, he's their direct man to play, Todd. You know, they look for him all the time, and he's very clever. He's good on the lead.
Of course, former Essendon VFL listed player and interleague representative for the Ballarat League last year. Kicks on its way. He might have the journey here. Straight over the goal umpire's hat, never in doubt. Cobras defence just had nothing else to do but watch it sail over for Sunbury's response. Near 7 minutes gone. Opening term here. Sutton is on the board at one end, Lawler the other. And it's a 1-point lead to the Cobras, 7v6.
So really good ball movement by the Lions there, and just was patient and then waited for that lead from Sutton, and the kick was fantastic.
If you can kick the ball well, you can get the overlap more often than not at this level. And Cameron's kick to find Bramble helped set up that goal that Sutton was on the end of. Tap one by Gertz. Found McCreary, who got it to McKercher. Back to McCreary.
He's had four good touches. McKercher's been very good. Very lively in this first 10 minutes, Todd. 7.5.
So he'll go with the right foot out in the direction of Huxtable. He looks every bit of a Huxtable, even from 100 metres away, and that kick let him down, unfortunately.
So that's a poor execution there. That kick should be finding Gertz.
Well, he was on attacking side centre wing, and now it is another 30 yards away over the line and out of bounds. a little bit more direct there. Boundary throw in. Tap one by Gertz. Again, McKercher shoveled it out. Right foot kick. Goes to a vacant half-forward line. Freeman presented. There's an outnumber of Lions through Wood, who got it to Lieber. Tumbling kick, broadcast side. Attack on the footy was terrific from Nixon, but he couldn't shrug the tackle of Power. Now he's in trouble. The umpire's some distance away from the contest. And
he only fumbled it out.
Well,
he didn't even take position.
Mate, I've never seen a salmon look so surprised.
Even on the hook.
But it's Parente. Well, it's a risky kick. It's a one-on-one here. Pickett and Sutton. Where are the reinforcements? Jenks provided one of those. He's gone. Umpire called play on. Can you believe it? Now Egan on the preferred left. Kick across the body. Justice prevails. And Sunbury get their second of the afternoon. Sunbury 2 goals straight. 12. Bacchus Marsh 1-1-7.
Geez, that was shaky, like Jenks, Piggott. They're inexcusable mistakes, fundamental errors that have cost them a goal where they should have been going forward inside 50, Todd.
So Egan and Sutton with back-to-back goals for the Lions to put them in front. Near 10 minutes gone. Entertaining game of football, decent crowd into attendance too. Fridge, and I can't wait to throw the rotunda back into the court.
Yeah, no, she's got the safety barrier around it, Todd.
Righto, ball up, back at the restart, Tyrrell into the ruck. Well, Eels won that tap to Shea. There's his third clearance. Oh, and the target cut off there well by Lieber. Does it so often, reads it well off the boot. So this needs to be a good kick. And it wasn't one of his best as McCreary applied the pressure. How about the gather from Freeman? But he was hotly met. Spilled ball, found Power, got it to Cameron. Ricochet ball, kick across the body for Craig was hopeful, but it found Armfield, who protected the ball drop and played on. Got it to Gertz on the bounce, the big fella. On his non-preferred, Owen presents. Gee, Lever just got enough of the football. 3-on-1 in the end.
Yeah, no,
over the line, boundary throwing, 25 to 30 metres around from the Cobra goal.
It was a good effort there by Lieber because Owen protected the footy and I thought he had it there for Toddy in his arms.
Boundary throwing, Cobra's into attack here. Freeman got one hand on it. It's just a bit hot for him on that occasion, so Urban conceded by hand. Here's a chance for McCreary for the Cobras. Top of the goal square. Owen's got a couple to beat. Lever in front. Ground ball opportunity here.
Oh, wow.
Sharked well by Salmon, and the gather was terrific. Went back by a couple of the youngsters combining, and McKercher was measured.
Smart.
And a decision with that left boot beyond his ears and found LaFranchi 55 metres out from goal. So he goes inboard to Owen.
The forwards Bacchus Marsh just don't present up hard enough. They don't lead hard enough to the kicker, Todd. They all sit back and just hope. You can't hope, you've got to lead to the kicker.
So it'll be Wood with the left foot kick, penetrating one at that, into the middle of the ground. Chance here for Tyrrell. Dropped it. And a throw.
Too slow.
So Cameron is a likely type. He started well. Guthrie runs and presents. So how accountable can the Cobras be without the footy? That's what we want to see. Now Guthrie with all the experience and the sidestep goes in the Sutton direction. Sutton wanting a hold. Piggott did everything right. McLean had his head ripped off. And that'll be a free kick. And Sunbury will have a shot on goal. It'll all be just about accuracy. Distance won't be a problem here. Fridge just 15 metres out.
Yeah, no, I think across the body, Toddy will be the go with this.
I'm going to try not to mention that, mate, but I'm tipping if he puts this one through, you'd hope it doesn't end up in the top 5 highlights. So I might go with it on this occasion because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go across the body. And he did everyone a favour and missed everything. Bar the goals. He might have snuck that through, did he?
Oh, I don't think so.
It looked to go across the face. It nearly went over the scoreboard.
Yeah, no.
On the full.
Well, they keep doing these across the bodies. Like I keep saying, Todd, the AFL practice it every day of the week when they go to training. These blokes practice it Tuesdays or maybe on a Tuesday night.
I'm thinking there might be a 50-metre penalty or something because the goal umpire, the central umpire is standing on the goal line.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It is a 50-metre penalty. Must have encroached on the mark.
Well, he only needed 9 of those, and McLean makes no mistake. And Sunbury get 3 in a row here after that 7 or 8 minute slumber early. They're on top of the ground here at Mattingly Park, and on top of this contest, they lead 3 straight 18. The Cobras 1-1-7.
Geez, he's a good user of the footy, Josh Guthrie.
Yep, and he does cover the ground. He's one of the more fitter players in the competition in the role. All right, let's just hope that Sleepy HQ are on in the business today. Here we go. Ballarat 2-2-14 lead. Darley 1 behind. East Point 4-2-26. Melton South no score. Redan 1-1-7. Sebastopol 1 point. And North Ballarat Lake Windaree no score as yet. Sunbury with the last 3 goals of the game. They lead by 11 points. Call it even. Neither ruckman really got a hand on that at all. Freak with strength. It's going to get pinged for holding the ball. I thought he got a handball away there.
He's the only one that made an attempt to get the footy out, Todd, and being penalised.
So it'll be Lance who goes direct. And that was the kick that you were talking about, Fridge. A terrific mark. Taken there by Pickett. He went short. Found Huxtable. They'll continue along the line to the outer side. Tyrrell presenting. Overcooked the kick.
Yeah.
Out of bounds on the full. So Huxtable with an out of bounds and on the full. Nervous start for the youngster. Ball up on half forward, outer side of the ground for Sunbury. Tick over 15 minutes gone here. The Lions here lead by 11. McDonald's FNL action via the Red Onion Vision. Ball up. Well, Polsky tried to gather. Shark there by Guthrie. He lowered the eyes. Guess who the target was? Sutton. Gathered cleanly. Hand pass let him down. Went towards Parente, who knocked it forward to McCreary, who just threw it onto the boot. One bounce. Found touch over the line. Boundary throw-in. True centre wing out of side. So just a bit of composure with ball in hand. This territory game won't cut it from stoppage to stoppage for the Cobras today. They're going to have to find a way to create an overlap and take the game on and trust their foot skills.
Good second effort, McCreary.
There'll be a ball up, out of side. 16 minutes gone, opening term. Sunbury, after Lawler, the youngster, kicked the opening goal of the game. Sunbury kicked the next 3 through Sutton, Egan and McLean. Ball up, tap one by Gertz. Shea was dispossessed. Lant was strong. He was dispossessed. Knocked forward there by Gertz, only as far as Guthrie, who got it to Wood on his non-preferred right foot. Cut off there by Gertz. So he'll go short to McCreary. He wastes no time. Gets it towards Owen on the lead. Presented. Took a nice mark
Kick
on
long,
the
Jake,
chest.
is opening.
So he wastes no time. Wheels onto the right boot. Tyrrell, the intended target, didn't get enough purchase on the kick. It's been cut off by Tentinello. It goes lateral to Urban. So Urban will go back to the defensive 50, and it's okay. To Power. Hand pass to Egan, who was coming back the other way, but he's elusive enough to find a target. Speak of Wood. So he'll go short. And Doyle with ball in hand.
They'll just be patient here.
So Doyle on the left boot. It's plenty odd in the kick. Went over the head of Gertz and Polsky. Gramble opportunity here for LaFranchi. Searching hand pass meant for Shea. Found him in the end, but he was over the line. And there'll be a boundary throw-in. 51 metres around from the Sunbury goal. Lead by 11 points, Sunbury. 3 straight to 1-1. Boundary throw-in. Favoured Polsky. Knocked it to his feet. Shark there by Cameron. The hand pass from Doyle. Got it to Doyle. Made the hand pass look better than what it was. And his left foot shot on goal. Went off to the left and through for a minor score. Their first blemish of the afternoon on the goal front. Sunbury 3-1-19. Lead Bacchus Marsh 1-1-7.
Very quick by hand and foot, Sunbury, Todd. Extremely quick.
Stick with us right throughout the afternoon. We'll bring you updates as they unfold. in other games in the BFNL. Dahlia on the board. They've kicked a goal. Hallelujah. Kick into the middle of the ground. On the target. That was a terrific kick. Got beyond half back. But now here comes the turnover. Tendinello got it to Bramble. Went deep forward looking for Scanlon. Excellent defence there from Parente as they combine the Cobras through Pickett, who found Nixon. And they'll get out of trouble here, but they just seem bereft of option on this next kick. So they need to create something. I mean, Armfield in the middle of the ground, he could have presented there, but he goes along the line. And Gertz with a juggling attempt at the mark and/or free kick.
Interference.
So he plays on, goes with the right foot. Tyrrell the target. Riley with the spoil. Sunbury got numbers here again, but they cough it up. Here's a chance for Freak. Had more time than he thought. Standing start, dribbling kick. Clever from Armfield. Elusive, managed to get boot to ball. The kick went skew. We've bounced over the line for a boundary throw-in, right in front of our mate.
The rotunda. Armfield's theory was right, but just didn't get enough purchase to get it over to Owen. He just slung around when he went to have the kick time.
Yeah, rode the tackle over the back. Gertz's tap found Hare. His kick was smothered. Now somebody got numbers again through Lever, but forward pressure was good there from the Cobras to deny any clean exit. Then we ball up 30 metres away at best from the Cobra goal. As we approach time on in this opening term here, Cobras will want to convert. Get the margin back to a goal. They trail by 12 points. Ball up. Tap one by Ampolsky. Gathered by Craig. Ridden into the ground by Lant. And the umpire will come in and effect a ball up. So a bit of a stalemate of sorts over the last 8 or 9 minutes. Ball up. Shark there by Bramble, who just throws the ball onto the boot. Got plenty of the kick. Sutton come long way from home. Presented. Couldn't take the mark. Ground level Cobras. They combine. Squaring right foot kick. Parente. Umpire said it was touch, so Parente's forced to play on. Quick hand pass. Found Glasgow. Laconically with the right boot. Was being cut off. And it's Miller on his bike. Took a bounce. Oh, he's been run down by a salmon in migration. Got it back to Miller, though, as numbers prevail. Tedinello, the assist. Kick to half forward. McLean dropped what he should have taken. Might have been just obscured by the arm. Chance here for Doyle, who can chip it over the top. Sutton got an unkind bounce. One of the trip. Oh, I'm sure. I'm very surprised he didn't get it. And Huxtable do the mopping up, and the right foot kick's okay, and found Salmon, who can go along the line to Freeman, who marked just inside the boundary line. Defensive side of centre wing for the Cobras. So Freeman goes along the line in the Owen direction. That's a terrific mark. Juggling attempt with the left arm. Clever player. Waste no time. Gee, this is about the third or fourth intercept from Lever and Wood. They're good at it. And the kick didn't let him down to Guthrie, marked on true half back. He wastes no time from one corner of the square to the other. Scanlon got on the end of this one. He'll go in the Sutton direction. Out in front of him he goes, and he got him. Sutton on the lead. Gee, he covers the ground, doesn't he, Fridge?
He covers the ground very well, Todd. But Bacchus most defenders have got to get back and help Pickett. They've got to be able to get in front of that and cut that run that Sutton gets.
Yeah, but that swift ball movement made it hard for Pickett, and the kick, the kick was really good too.
Yeah, no, I get that, Todd. But I'm just saying in general, if they're going to stick with Pickett, he's going to have some support.
Yep. So it'll be Sutton for goal number 2. In his third game this year, and to his season tally of 12.
He's missed.
It's missed. It's off to the right, through for a minor score. Sunbury 3-2-20. Lead Bacchus Marsh 1-1-7. 22 and a half minutes gone in this opening term. Entertaining start to this match of the round. Fridge?
Yeah, no, it's been a sort of an interesting contest where, the Marsh have been good in areas, and then Sunbury just had that better ball use, Todd.
So the kick, awkward one at that, come back into play. It's been cut off, and there'll be another intercept mark for Sunbury, and a chance to go back and have a shot on goal, and it's Scanlon. So I think there's been about half a dozen clangers from the Cobras.
Well, 6 fundamental errors, Todd, and, you know, I'll just keep repeating myself. They're just always fundamental errors. They just, I don't know. Anyway.
So it'll be Scanlon with a shot on goal here. He'll kick from just outside the 50. No, it's Egan, in fact. So Egan got plenty on the kick. Has he got the journey? I think he has. So Egan gets his second. Sunbury get their fourth. 4-2-26. Sunbury, they lead Bacchus Marsh 1-1-7. And a coach killer. Goal on the back of turnover in the back half, Fridge.
Well, 2 of their goals have been from coach killers, Todd. So, you know, they're just mistakes that shouldn't be made. And, you know, the difference is that, you know, they've capitalised on the 2 mistakes, and that's why they're 4-2 and the Marsh are 1-1.
Back in the middle of the ground here.
We're 4 games in. We should be getting better at that.
Yeah, Parente be disappointed with that kick in. Ball up. Tap. Well, neither ruckman could gain any ascendancy. Through traffic went Cameron. Clever tap on. Found power. Right foot kick. Inside 50. Went through the hands of all and Sundry and Sutton. But somehow ends up with a footy. Conceded by hand. Found Bramble. Throws the ball onto the boot. And Polsky. Second attempt. Couldn't grab it. They'll see it through for a rust behind. So they're pushing here, Sunbury, and they extend, albeit just. They waste no time bringing the ball back into play. Freeman the target. Gathered, but ran out of space. Guthrie the pursuant, ensured that he took play, ran ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. So chance for Sunbury to reset after that. Another defensive stoppage from a kick out of defence from the Cobras. High up and under kick to out of centre wing, hopeful rather than anything else. The umpires picked out a free kick. It'll go against Leave and it'll go to Gertz or Goats. So he'll just chip it over the top. They got the outnumber and intercept mark again.
I don't mean to be biased, but Freeman was on there and Goats just totally ignored him. Totally ignored.
The left foot kick towards half-back. Egan was strong but dropped it in the end. And then McKercher did the sharking and ran away and found Owen.
Terrific.
And Owen's taken uncontested mark on the overlap. It was good play there from McKercher. Good forward half pressure there from the Cobras to create this shot on goal. And Owen will go back. Chance to kick his first. And the Cobras second in the dying minutes of this opening term here at Mattingley Park.
Been very lively, McKercher's probably been one of Bacchus Marsh's best in this first quarter, Todd.
Now Owen, standing start, snuck it in. Knocked a cherry out of the tree, but was good enough, and the Cobras get their second. They're 2-1-13. They trail Sunbury 4-3-27. We're back to a 14-point ball game ahead of the opening term siren.
I make a comment about the Bacchus Marsh forward line. You know, they go inside 50 time and time again, but they don't get any bang for buck when they go in there. You know, I think last week in the first quarter against Darley, they went in 10 times, where Darley went in 6 times and kicked 5 goals. And kicked 1 goal. Yeah,
it's all in the ball movement, the speed of, I reckon, Fridge. And you did touch on last week that, you know, you said, that was arguably the Cobras play of the day when they ran it all from coast to coast on the outer side with speed.
Yep.
So it's Gertz at the restart, won the tap. Cameron did the sharking for the Lions. Land under pressure. There's a swarm beast to a honeypot in there at the moment. Eels went to ground by hand. And McKercher, he said, well, if you don't want it, I'll have it. He gathered cleanly. That's the difference. That's how you get some speed on the ball. His hand pass went to Parente, went wide to Freeman. He's got the free kick. And goes with the right kick. Kent, right foot meant for Owen. And again, out of space. Spoil. Over the line, boundary throw in, 65 metres around from the Cobra goal. So it'll be Eels who won that tap on the back of a favourable throw in. Good interception there from McCreary. Knocked him further afield towards Freeman. So he goes back, quick hands to LaFranchi. Back to Freeman. Lowers the eyes and the kick was meant for Shea. Cameron did well to get a hand on it. Cobras have got numbers here. Shea will be in and under as he always is. Threw it out. Chance here from McCreary, but now that's ants on an anthill there, mate. There's too much going on. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up on half forward out of side for the Cobras.
There's more action going on at the tennis courts, Todd.
Ball up, tap one there by Gertz, meant for Shea. Fell out of his bread basket. Bramble tackled, taken to the ground. And there'll be another stoppage on the outer side. Half forward for the Cobras, who trail by 14 points. Sunbury look dangerous when they go forward, but that's only equated to a 14-point lead. Now here's a chance for McCreary. Dribbling ball, poor one at that, cut off by Lever. They go to the middle there, found Lewis. Good pressure there from Salmon. Chance for the turnover. Now got into the hands of McKercher. He's looked lively and dangerous. Now chance, quick hands from Freeman was good. Got it to Parente. Right foot kick to Owen. Got it! Terrific one-on-one against Newitt. And Owen will go back and have a shot on goal. Near 45-degree angle and a chance to get back-to-back goals for the Cobras in the dying seconds of this opening term.
How good is the quick hands, 3 or 4 good quick hands in that passage of play, and the long kick to Owen gives your forwards an opportunity one-on-one.
Yeah. Then get some isolation, because they've been good at getting numbers back. Sunbury with slow ball movement.
McKercher's been the instrumental player of this quarter for the Cobras, Todd.
So it'll be Owen. He makes no mistake. So Owen gets his second. As the siren sounds for quarter time, it's the Cobras 3-1-19 who trail Sunbury 4-3-27. So Bacchus Marsh kicked the opening goal of the game, and then Sunbury responded with 4 of their own and a late dash for 2 goals to Owen in the dying minutes. Sees the scoreline read an 8-point advantage to Sunbury. They're 4-3-27. Bacchus Marsh 3-1-19. Fridge, you got the goal scorers.
For the Cobras, Archer Little with 1, Jake Owen with 2. For Sunbury, 2 to Egan, 1 to Sutton, and 1 to McLean.
All right, let's go around the grounds. Ballarat and Darley, 3-2-20 apiece. East Point, 5-6-36. Melton South, no score. I'll be looking forward to the bye next week. Melton South, North Ballarat, Lake Winderee, no score registered. And it's all locked up at City Oval as well. Redan 2-3-15. Sebastopol 2-3-15. Well, we'll just touch on a couple of the major contributors for both sides in that opening term, Fridge, before a break.
Yeah, look, just basic fundamental errors with the Cobras in their defensive 50 on 2 occasions have cost them goals, Todd. And if you take that out of the equation, well, there's a possibility that the Cobras might be in front by a goal.
Yeah, the accountability behind the ball, though, from Sunbury, while they've been the beneficiaries. I'm not just talking about those defensive errors from the Cobras, the fundamentals you speak of. It's been some of those entry kicks into the Cobras forward line that's been well read by the Lions. They've probably had half a dozen intercepts in that opening term. But Sunbury's ball movement, they do go a little bit quicker than the Cobras, and they really get it into Sutton quick.
If the Cobras allow Sunbury to get it into space, they're going to hurt them all the time, Todd. But if they can nullify them and keep them in close, they're a good chance in this game.
Major contributors for Sunbury, well, Cameron was good. He had plenty of it. Lever, Wood, Hannett, Newitt, all in the back half.
Egan, Sutton.
Piloting the back half with their intercept abilities. And, of course, the 2 you touched on there, Egan and Sutton. So, Gertz has had the majority of hit-outs in the ruck.
And McKercher's been terrific, Todd.
Yeah, McKercher's been
6 or 7 really good touches.
Yeah, been their most efficient player, and speed on the ball. It's good to see.
Yeah.
We've got a game on here. Sunbury 4-3-27 lead Bacchus Marsh 3-1-19. A break and back with the second quarter action in a few moments' time.
If you can say,
To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
in 4 seconds, you can win a free small fries and Coke.
Corned beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Welcome back to Mattingly Park ahead of the second quarter action here. Just looking at some of the disposal in that opening term. We're inclined to suggest a goal and a half advantage to the left of screen, the scoreboard end, which Bacchus Marsh are going to in this term. They trailed by 8 points. Tap from Gertz. Mercury will get on the end of this through traffic. Air pass was good to McKercher. The vision was better. Who got it over to Nixon. That's a tumbling kick deep into the pocket. Went through the hands of Freeman. Owen couldn't gather. Somebody wanted on the full. Boundary umpire said no. There'll be a boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboards.
Yep, good chain of handballs through the centre there. Todd with the long kick by Nixon, and Joel should be marking that one.
And they got it in quick too as Freeman won that tap. Left foot kick across the body from Armfield. Owen presents. Riley in front and a bounce on the full. So some good territory in the opening seconds in this second term for the Cobras. They'll look to lock it in. Some accountability behind the ball here from their forwards. It's rare we've seen somebody on the last line to extricate. They did all their intercept marking across half back in that opening term. Cameron presented. He's had a bit of it and found Guthrie. So Guthrie with ball in hand on the defensive 50. Goes along the line, pulls the kick a bit. Polsky picked it up terrifically for a big fella. Quick hand pass towards Lant. He was tackled illegally, said the umpire. My McCreary. So Lant. So now Sunbury looking a little stagnant as they go along the line. Now they've got numbers here. There's a good mark taken at the back. Denied by the umpire. Ball gets shuffled along the line, gathered there by Lant, taken over the line by Nixon. There'll be a boundary throw in. Tucking side of centre wing out of side of the ground. It's Sunbury 27 who lead Bacchus Marsh 19. Near 2 minutes gone of this second term. No score added to that at quarter time. Now Guthrie with vision was good. And they'll negotiate by hand here, the Lions. The right foot kick there from Newitt set it up well and found Miller. As we saw that ball hold up, Egan kept running. It was Doyle, in fact, dribbling ball inside 50. Now Egan gathers. Hand pass over the shoulder, hopeful rather than anything else. Chance here for McLean, knocked off the ball by LaFranchi. Kabarkovic provided the support and got it over towards, might have been Gates it was, and his kick's been cut off on half back. Now Urban with ball in hand. So he's wanting to have a shot here. But got plenty of the kick, but just found LaFranchi. Took a juggling mark. 15 metres away from the Sunbury goal. So he'll come broadcast side. Owen presents. Ball knocked away from him by Riley. McKercher been very good. Sharked that well and kicked it to space. Foot race on in earnest. Hamlet's hit for Armfield. He's got a couple to beat. They'll work it out here, Sunbury. Chance for Tentinello. Surging hand pass. Wood had to stop and prop. Hare did the chasing. But it'll be Guthrie. He'll steady the ship with a short kick and found Lieber. Told to play on by the umpire. Didn't go the 15. So Lieber got it to Guthrie. We found Hannett. Stopped, propped, and then went to the outside by hand to Riley. Tumbling kick, made it hard for Sutton, but the ball set up for him. Air pass, intercepted by Jenks. Did well. Found Glascott, tumbling kick. Guthrie in front, went too early. Now Owen, he had Freeman to the outer side, but conceded with a 45 to Parente. Hand pass was loose and unsure, but LaFranchi was good, but somehow they're in there deep in defence. Now Kabarkovic has got to wait under this. He did okay. But here comes the support
got to get
from
it
the
out.
lines
Got to
through
get it
Scanlon
out.
and Lant. But the umpire will come in and affect the ball up 49 metres away from the Sunbury goal. So an arm wrestle of sorts, the opening 4 minutes. Both sides enjoying some entries. But for no addition to the quarter time score. Ball up. Tap one by Polsky. McCreary was on the end of that. Got it to Kabarkovic, who went along the line, and Owen presented. He's covering the miles today, Owen. He's very free with his movement. Of course, he kicked the last 2 goals of the game to get the margin for the Cobras within 8. So there's a high up and under kick. So they'll love this, Sunbury, and Lever will do that all day, every day. It's a poor kick. Lever wastes no time. And Guthrie got on the end of the hair pass from Cameron. Spearing kick to Sutton. Juggling attempt at the mark was successful. And Sutton will go back and have a shot on goal from 50 metres. And again, that intercept possession costing the Cobras.
Lever again, just continuously intercepts. And they just rebound off it and go inside 50. And when they can hit up a bloke like Sutton,
Make you pay.
Exactly, Todd.
So a tick over 5 minutes gone in this second term. Shot on goal here to open the scoring in this second quarter from Sunbury's leading forward. The kick's pretty good, but just off to the left and through for a minor score. So Sunbury extend their lead to 9.
Quick kick in for McCreary,
who went to half-back. Pressure on the back was good from McCurcher, but Hannett stood up and wild hand pass, overcooked it, meant for Lant through his hands. Cameron wanted the hold, denied by the umpire. Parente's tackle too high, said the umpire, and a shot on goal for McLean, imminent from 35 metres out.
They fall down, the Cobras, they just struggle to get outside defensive 50, Todd. They just seem to muck around with the footy, chipper it around.
Yeah. Their shoes need a polish, Fridge.
Yeah, something's got to happen.
So it'll be McLean, deliberate approach, chance to kick his second of the afternoon. He kicks through the footy and he makes no mistake. So the Cobras made to pay for their unsurety by foot and by hand in their back half, and that's resulted in a goal for Sunbury. Tick over 6 minutes into this second term.
Like Owen's working his backside off, and then gets a kick here on half back, and then goes to our half forward line, and then it's just a balloon kick, just hoping, and then it like you said in the call, Lee will just present and intercept that all day long. They've got to have something that's got to lead to the kicker. Just can't wait and hope.
Redan and Sunbury were all tied up. They've got a good game going on at City Oval. We'll keep you posted. Daly hit the front at Alverton Oval. But here at Mattingly Park, in front of us, Lant took an eternity, bailed up and penalised by the umpire, and the free kick will go to Shea. So he'll go with the right boot. Out in the direction there of Owen. Couldn't quite gather. His work on the footy was good. In the back, though, he's conceded a free kick, and it'll be Sunbury. Might be Tendinello, is it? No, it's Newitt. Right foot kick towards half forward. The fly at the back was huge. Didn't get a hand on it in the end. Probably wondered what he was doing up there in the end. Parente just threw the ball onto the boot and went off the side and out of bounds on the full, and not for the first time this afternoon, off a Cobra boot, Fridge.
It becomes very frequent with the Cobras at times, Todd. It's just the pressure that, they're copying when got ball in hand with their opponents.
So Newitt found Doyle. So Doyle looks to concede with a 45 to Lever, who went to go again. And now he will to Hannett as they set up on true centre-half back. Now he's bereft of option and had to go back to Lever, who went with the left foot out in the direction of Lewis.
Good kick.
Terrific kick. Was in between two Cobras there, and Lewis was able to run onto it and take a chest mark. He kicks it towards half forward. Lant was on the end of that. The mark was successful. Now the right foot in the Scanlon direction.
Oh, no.
Loose ball opportunity for Sutton. Dribbling ball. McLean presented. Gather was terrific. Oh, Jenks, he might have coughed one in the back. No. So that was clever by McLean just to collapse in front of Jenks.
Yeah.
And I've seen those paid before.
Yeah, it would have been stiff, Toddy, as he just leant forward and Xavier was just over the top of him with the fall of the motion of him going forward.
Sunbury in attack. Gertz won the tap, went through the hands of Pickett. McCreary gathered cleanly, though, and sent the ball along the line in the Owen direction. Dragged it back in. Just needs a bit of help. Wanted to push, denied by the umpire. Rightly so.
It was one Cobra to three blue lines.
So Sunbury, through McLean, the only major added in this second term. Tick over 9 minutes gone. Ball up. Tap one by Gertz. McCreary just kept it in, and we another stoppage. So it'll be Gertz. and Eels. Gertz won the tap to the boundary line.
It's going to pay.
And it's on the full. Can you believe it? McCreary will say, I'll just pick up another disposal here. And the Cobras, they'll be searching for a target who can present the right foot kick to centre wing. Ground ball, opportunity for Wood. So they do well when they get back behind the footy. And the kick from Muir was good. He found Egan, he got it to Guthrie, starting to accumulate. Got it back to Lever on the non-preferred, to Bramble and Salmon.
Hands.
Bramble was strong. Took a nice overhead mark. He went short to Doyle, had it knocked away from him by Huxtable. Salmon's pressure was good, but
well done, Parente.
Parente with the intercept touch. Salmon tried to tap it back to Parente and then scooped it up with his boot only as far as Tentinello. And they're away here through Lever again, who got it to Muir. Now you're in trouble, Muir, but Tentinello got the handball, receiving a high up and under kick. Lant presented, couldn't take the mark. Ground ball, Egan, one of those. Can he get it out? He can't. Bailed up by a couple of Cobras. Whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up on attacking side of centre wing broadcast side for Sunbury.
Good defence by Huxtable, and guess who's on the bottom of that pack? Ethan McKercher. In and under all day today.
Ball up. Tap one by Gertz. Caught one in the eye.
Hasn't
Held
got
without it was Huxtable every day of the week. So Huxtable with the free kick. So his kick is smothered. Turnover opportunity here for Wood, who get onto his left side. He loves it. Hand pass was okay. Right foot kick from Power found Sutton. So the Lions combined it unselfishly. Squares the footy. And he found Lewis. So Lewis from about 48 metres will have a shot on goal into a slight breeze to the railway end. Former Port Melbourne VFL listed player.
Did he have a run with the Brisbane Lions at some stage?
Oh, I'm not sure. So that'll be Mitch Lewis from 48 metres. Kicks on its way. Won't quite get the journey. Huxtable needed to be cleaner. Ball went to ground. And doing the sharking there was Scanlon. And he just popped it through from point blank range. And Sunbury get their second goal of the term. Back-to-back goals for the Lions, and they extend to 21 points. Sunbury 6-4-40. They lead Bacchus Marsh 3-1-19.
Well, there you go again, Todd. The smother off the kick of Huxtable, turnover. They go inside 50. Forward 50 Sunbury, and contest there. Huxtable brings the ball to ground, and the beneficiary is Scanlon.
Darley 26 lead Ballarat 21. So it'll be Tyrrell and Polsky in the ruck. Darley have added another. They've extended to 11. Let's get the score in the other games there. East Point 51, Melton South 1. Redan 23, Sebastopol 23.
Good game of footy.
Yeah. We've got a good one on here too. The Cobra's been made to pay for their own error executing the fundamentals. Tap one by Polsky. Going the soccer there was Egan. Cut off there by Salmon. How will it sit for him? Will he let McKercher run onto it? And he set the ball forward. Umpire blew the whistle and then called play on. Chance here for Wood onto that left boot. It's a good kick. Found Polsky. So Polsky will go short to Doyle, who presented. Took an uncontested mark on outer centre wing. Standing start. So Power's got a good motor, but it didn't sit for him. Chance here for Craig. He went with the outside of the right boot. Made it hard for Salmon, but he was up to the task. Took a nice overhead mark, the youngster. He's had an almost game so far this afternoon. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Shark there by Wood. He's had plenty of it. He got it to Urban. And they combine through the middle of the ground here with a chain of handball to Power in the end. Tackle attempt from Parente was, well, not quite up to it. Lever set the ball towards The attacking 50, gathered there by Scanlon, went one way and went the other. Now Lewis kept running. He can run onto this. He has a shot on goal. He won't get the journey. It's cut off there by LaFranchi. So they were just outworking the Cobras there from one end to the other. Kick towards Huxtable. Had to present, he did, but he got 2 to beat. Ground ball chance for Urban. Could have handballed it over to Doyle, but he elected to go to the top of the goal square. Sutton's got 2 to beat. Kept it in cleverly. Cobras couldn't kill it. Oh, the umpires
behind.
said, yeah, it is a behind. Cooler a rush behind. So Sunbury extend, albeit a minor score. They're 6-5-41. Bacchus Marsh 3-1-19. So the kick
look at
in
this.
defence. Found Nixon, whose kick to the advantage of Hare was cut off there by Miller, who went into the middle of the ground. And Sunbury, with the right boot, come towards the attacking 50. Strong mark by Nixon in front of Egan on that occasion. So Nixon weighs up the options and does an old-fashioned torpedo to a 3-on-1. Made it hard for Owen. They got numbers here, Sunbury. So Muir got it to Newitt, who went back towards Riley, ran into Hare. Not before he could get away by hand. Clever handball from Craig was good. And there's another torp. 2 in a row from the Cobras to no one really in particular. It's been cut off there by Wood, but the umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go to Owen for a block on Lever. And Jake Owen will go back and have a shot on goal against the run of play for his 3rd and the Cobras' 4th of the afternoon.
Bit of luck there, Todd, because I reckon they just had it covered and didn't have to do that. Didn't have to apply the block on Owen because he was there to mark that footy.
Yep. So this will be every bit of a deliberate attempt on goal from Owen. Chance to reduce the margin from 22.
Right to left, Todd.
Right to left with the pitching wedge. So he went left to left in the end.
No idea.
Sunbury 6-5-41 lead the Cobras 3-2-20. It's taken the Cobras the best part of... Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
Bit of Sunbury tax, the decision. So it'll be Wood who goes with the left boot towards Urban, who presented. Kept it in front of him. He did well, but there was a swarm of Cobras around him, but he did well to get it to wing, and he found Doyle on outer centre wing. Presenting there is Miller. Ignores that Olshin, can go back to Urban if he likes. But he just goes with a high up and under. Scanlon the target. Cobras did well to get numbers behind the footy.
Tyrrell, isn't it?
And it'll be Tyrrell with ball in hand. On outer side halfback, this is when you get nervous. He goes back, but you got to still keep taking the game on. I get that. So Kamarkovic short kick found Freak. Was okay. So Freak can get the ball rolling here. And we go short to Craig. So 5 kicks for no metres gained, but they are hanging onto the footy, I guess. So Craig.
Bomb.
Goes with the long one. 55-metre kick. Freeman, strong overhead. Didn't quite hang on to it long enough, said the umpire. And Guthrie with the turnover. Found Power. The power of one ran away. Went with the right foot out in the direction of McLean. He got a horrible bounce. Pretty ordinary kick at the end, even though it went to the fat side of McLean. Found touch over the line boundary. Throw-in 50 metres around from the Sunbury goal.
If you're getting your hands in your back to someone and getting that advantage, Freeman should be marking that job. Todd.
Boundary throw-in. Grab opportunity here for LaFranchi. Found Freak. He's under the pump. Oh, you're pinged. Holding the ball. Just couldn't kill the footy. Didn't get it over the line. And Sunbury just swarming. And it's an unlikely source. Fraser Rampolsky. Tackled by a ruckman holding the ball, if you don't mind. So it'll be Rampolsky. Kicked the goal in round 1. Against Redan after an overhead grab and goal. Let's see how he goes across the body, the big fella.
Hit the post.
This is to the near side. Sunbury 6-6-42, lead Bacchus Marsh 3-2-20. That's about right. 22 points at this stage, Fridge.
Yep.
So it'll be Parente with an awkward kick. out the direction of Owen and Gertz. Off hands, over the line, boundary throw in. 65 metres away from the Sunbury goal, who extended on that 8-point quarter-time lead. It is now 22. There's the throw in. Good use of the body by Polsky, but not before Kabarkovic could gather, but his hand pass was intercepted there by Egan. And his left foot kick to Scanlon in a one-on-one. Good spoil at the back there from Glasgow. They kept running here. Lant can gather. He can get it over to Doyle. He can. He can give it to Sutton if he wants, but he said, no, I'll have this one. Just raffling that forward there, Sunbury, and they get their 7th. Dog gets his first. 7-6-48 the Lions. They lead to Bacchus Marsh 3-2-20. Tick over 20 minutes gone, second term.
Cobb was in defensive 50. They just look to me, they just hope. They just hope to get somebody.
Yeah, there's a bit of perceived pressure going on there too, Fridge, isn't it?
Yeah, and like, obviously White's done his homework because last week they were able against the Devils to switch the play and get a couple of goals, and they haven't been able to do that today, Todd.
Yeah, well, when you don't kick the ball well, it just keeps the other team in the game, and I think the Cobra errors have equated to the margin on the scoreboard, 28 points. Let's see how they go. Gertz gathers. Hand pass went over there to Kabarkovic. He had to stop and prop and kick it back over his head, hopeful rather than anything else. Got a territory gain. Now Armfield can gather soccer off the ground. Went through the hands of Tendanello. Fell back into the hands of Armfield, who had a shot on goal. And off to the left and a minor score. That would have been a swift response from the Cobras playing coach.
It would have been lifting for the side too,
Yeah.
Todd. We got them up and about again.
Well, 2 of the Cobras' 3 goals came in time on of the opening term. We're now into time on of the second. Let's see if they can get a response here as Urban got that kick out of defence on the half volley. High up and under kick there from Doyle, was just holding up into the breeze. Sutton protected the drop, did it all too easy and swung onto the left boot. The vision was good. Found Lant. He plays on, goes with the right foot kick. Out in the direction of Scanlon. He's got 2 to beat. Good spoil there from Glasgow. Did well. The Frankies tried hard. And Huxtable is ushered over the line for a boundary throw in. The Frankie's the one in that back 6 that's made the least errors of the Cobras back 6 this afternoon, and Glasgow's defending well too. Boundary throw in, tap one by Kurtz. Parente over the footy, there'll be a ball up. 22 and a half minutes gone, second term here. Red Onion Vision by the BFNL Match Centre. Match of the round.
Actually, Pickett hasn't done a bad job on Sutton.
Ball up. Eels, good use of body. Fell into the hands of Power, tackle, taken to the ground now. McCreary just threw it away. So it'll be Eels with ball in hand, 60 metres out from the Sunbury goal. Now, he hasn't got a bad kick on him, Eels. But he goes in the Sutton direction.
Touch, play on.
Touched by Kabarkovic. Chance here for Sutton. Hand pass through traffic, found Scanlon. There's Cobras everywhere. Surely. Freak, missed the target. Meant for LaFranchi. Lewis got it to Sutton. He was dispossessed. LaFranchi bought a gate. Now Sutton wants a high here. He's going to get a push. So Sutton will go back and have a shot on goal. 15, 20 metres out. And a chance for goal number 3 for him, is it, Fridge?
Yeah, lining up for his 3rd, Todd.
Yep. So
second, sorry.
He wanted he pled for the high and fell forward, so he got one or the other. Got the ladder in the end.
Yep.
Forward craft, momentum. It'll be sometimes tough for the defenders. We see it go on a lot. But the umpire was right in the perfect spot. And Sutton was perfectly on target right there. He gets his second. Sunbury are out to a game high 33-point lead here in time on second term. Sunbury 8-6-54. The Cobras 3-3-21, struggling for any scoreboard impetus in this second term. It's been all Sunbury in the efficiency stakes too, Bridge.
Yeah, two behinds to the 4 goals, 3 in this quarter, Todd, and they've just shown dominance in this quarter, Sunbury.
at the restart, it'll be Eels and Goats. Ball up. Tap one by Gertz to Shea. Had it knocked out of his possession. Thrown out of the contest there was Lair, but not before he could get a hair pass away. Went only as far as Armfield. Now how will they share this away as the Lions run away again through Cameron? Kick towards the attacking 50. House the gather from Sutton. Gave it to Power. Render 45. Shot on goal. He's off to the right. Cut off there by LaFranchi.
He's been their best in defence, Todd,
Yep.
like you've mentioned before. He's the most unlikely not to make a blue.
Right foot kick out, went straight through the hands of Craig, just took his eyes off it momentarily, allowed Hannett to gather. He went to Cameron, who's been good. Right foot kick goes into the Scanlon direction. He did the spoil. Sutton tried to usher the ball forward. McLean gathered, tried to find Power, but was cut off there well by Piggott. And the kick to half back, it's been cut off there by Muir. So he lowers the eyes, poor kick. Oh, Gates went it with one arm. Didn't know what was coming the other way. Chance here for Miller. Quick hands to Guthrie. Outside of the right boot. Has he snuck it in? I think he has. Cobras get their 9th at Mattingly Park. And they extend to a 39-point lead. They're 9-6-60. Bacchus Marsh 3-3-21. They're queuing up Sunbury.
Yeah, and Gates had no awareness to what was coming to him, and in hindsight should have been putting two hands up instead of trying to go with one hand, Todd.
Yep, and just some more communication
Yeah,
too. Just
correct,
to,
correct.
to help the youngster out.
Yep,
You've got to go,
correct,
you've got to
yeah.
go. Well,
Yep.
Mark the ball. Just some direction, authoritative communication. Just a young kid finding his way. And Guthrie with all the nous with the outside of that right boot. Kick his first of the afternoon. Now, we're back in the middle of the ground. Shea shoveled it out to Gertz. High up and under kick. They waste no time going forward. Freeman had it knocked away from him by Riley to the safety of the boundary line. Some good defence on that occasion there from Sunbury. There'll be a boundary throw in. Near 27 minutes gone in this second term. Sunbury have kicked all 5 goals of this second quarter. Cobras have just added 2 behinds. There's the throw in. Tap one by Tyrrell. There's the shark. McKercher. Can he kick a goal? He can.
Best.
Well, he's been the live wire. He's been the Cobras' best player. Terrific bit of play there from McKercher. And in his role, you're denied a lot of opportunity. So for a 15 possession player, he's nearly up to that already.
Well, he's 5'0" to start off with, but he hits the contest with speed all the time.
Very good.
Okay,
very good.
and he gives himself a chance when he does that. He's an opportunist. He's in and under. He's quick. He's been their best.
Yeah, indeed. While he's up and about, just give him a little bit of a time in the middle. And have McCreary or Shea have a little run forward just to get a bit more speed around the centre bounce.
Well, Armfield's given Freak the opportunity to go into the midfield. I'd prefer McKercher to go into the midfield.
Sunbury 60, lead back as far as 27. Cobras get their first goal of the second term via the speedy McKercher, who's been a shining light for the Cobras today. Quite the opportunist, and he's taking those. Darley 44, lead Ballarat 28. East Point 65, lead Melton South 1. Redan 42, lead Sebastopol 37. There's obviously no power on Mars. We've got no score.
No. Stadium like that, no power.
Ball up. Tap one by Gertz. Can they get back-to-back goals? Well, it was a chance here for Cameron, who found Bramble on his bike. Gates' pressure was good. Not before Bramble could get a hurried kick. Was cut off there by Huxtable. That's a better kick. Found Gertz. So he'll go, I thought he was going short to McKercher, but he went for the longer option to Nixon. Turnover opportunity here. It'll be Guthrie who got the handball receive off, and Polsky went back.
Craig.
Should have kept going the other way as Craig was on the end of it, and he sent the ball forward. And there's a grab. Tyrrell's got it. Nice mark there from Tyrrell.
He's a tall lad, strong lad, and mark the footy at the highest point there, Todd, so there's an option.
So he'll go back and have a shot here. On the half-time siren. Funny how the Cobras got 2 of their 3 opening quarter goals in the last couple of minutes of that first quarter, and they're only 2 goals potentially in this second term coming in the last 2 minutes. Let's see how the accuracy is. It's good from the big man.
Good kick.
So a little bit of momentum there for the Cobras in that last 2 minutes, but they're still well shy of Sunbury at the half-time break. The Cobras through the goal off Tyrrell, 5-3-33. They trail Sunbury 9-6-60, and Sunbury with the deserved lead and separation on the scoreboard at the half, Fridge.
Yeah, the goal kickers for Sunbury, 2 to Egan, 2 to Sutton, 2 to McLean, 1 to Doyle and 1 to Guthrie. For the Cobras, 2 to Owen, singles to Lawler, McKercher and Tyrrell. But Todd, the Lions controlled the game for a good 25 minutes of that quarter, and the last 2 minutes, the Cobras have snuck 2 goals to keep themselves in the game. And if you possibly look at the errors in the first quarter, that cost them 2 turnovers for 2 goals. Well, they're probably only 2 goals difference.
Yeah, that's right. When you see the stats come to hand, I think you'll see that majority of Sunbury's score has come from turnover, whether it's started across half back or even in the Cobras forward 50. It's been telling, and they've made the Cobras pay, and they're deservedly in front by 27 points here at the half. We'll go round the grounds. East Point 65 lead Melton South 1. Redan 42 lead Sebastopol 37. And Darley, after conceding the opening 2 goals of the game, lead Ballarat by 16 points. 7-2-44 to Ballarat, 4-4-28. Guys, we'll just touch on a couple of the better players from both teams. Well, McKerch has been the standout for the Cobras. Owens presented and worked hard. And for Sunbury, well, they've had probably 7 of the best 10 players on the ground, Fridge.
Oh, well, they've got, Cameron's good use of the footy. Nathan Wood's had plenty of it, Todd. Sutton's, a focal point up forward, and, Scanlon's been good, Egan's been good. Lewis, Lever across half-back, he's intercepted anything that's been, 3 foot in the air. So, they've got plenty of talent around the footy, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, there's 6 or 7, and so I think we're seeing it well at the moment, Fridge. Sunbury, deserved leaders and comfortable ones at that, and on the back of a bit of help from the Cobras too, with a few clangers. But it's Sunbury 9-6-60, who lead Bacchus Marsh 5-3-33. A break and back with the third quarter action by the Red Onion Vision and the FNL Match Centre in about 15 minutes' time.
If you can say,
To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
in 4 seconds, you can win a free small fries and Coke.
Corned beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Third quarter action underway here at Mattingley Park. Sunbury lead by 27 points. Ball up, tap one by Gertz. First goal, all important here. There's Shea. Gets a clearance inside 50, and the mark's been taken there by Owen. Good start here from the Cobras opening seconds, third term, Fridge.
Positive. That's the word, Todd.
So, they kicked the last 2 goals of the game. Bacchus Marsh. It was just getting out of hand there momentarily. But this will get him back within 21. Of course, they trailed at quarter time by 8. And then 5 unanswered goals from Sunbury. Stretched the lead, and that's about the difference in the game at the moment. So it'll be Owen. The best part of 50 metres out. Gets plenty on the kick as the accuracy. Freeman at the back couldn't take the mark. Ground ball opportunity here for Ampolsky. Territory exit kick. Gets the defensive 50, and Owen again. Been good.
Just had his eyes for the footy, Todd. Never took him off the ball.
Yeah, McKercher and Owen been good for the Cobras. So there's the kick from Arnfield. Overcooked the kick meant for Craig. Now that'll be Wood with the turnover again, who went by hand. To Land, who got it over towards Muir. He's clearing kick. Found touch in the end over the line for a boundary throw-in. The attacking side of centering outer side of the ground for the Cobras. 27-point lead to the Travelling Lions off the bye. Aiming to go 3-0 in season 2024 as Armfield gets the clearance. Found Shea, who got it to Craig. Now he can run, this young fella. Craig with the outside of the right boot. Cut-off kick, guess who? Tyson Lever. So he'll measure the kick and go lateral.
Poor kick.
Well, he just wanted to get it to the advantage of Muir. And he comes along the line, broadcast side. Power present, was Miller in fact, went through his hands. His pressure on the Frankie was good, but the Cobras have got numbers through Gates, who got it over towards Parente. Kick towards the attacking 50. Chucking attempt, and the mark's been taken there by Owen, who started sprightly. Left foot kick meant for Freeman. Kept it in. Now do a clever kick with the outside of the right boot. And off to the right through for a minor score.
Well, it was well and truly open there, Freeman, and the kick from Owen was off the side of the boot, and could have been a bit better with that kick, and might have hit up Joel for a score on goal, Toddy.
So the kick out of defence is a ripper. Found Lever again, who played on and got it to Power, back to Lever, gave it to Cameron, who kept running through the middle of the ground, and his short kick was good. Found the hit up there in Scanlon, who came broadcast side towards Egan. He's got the overlap here with Bramble if he wants it, but he's going to go more direct, and he's going to go with the long bomb towards the top of the square, over the head of Piggott. When he got a favourable bounce, then was dispossessed, but not before he was able to. Well, he got some purchase on it. The ball went over the line for a boundary throw-in. So, Sunbury's first real press forward in this second half. The umpire's paid it deliberate, has he? It was a free kick to Sunbury. And then that kick found Lance all on his own in the goal square, really. Just some poor checking there for the Cobras. So he'll go back and slot this one through and kick the first goal of the third term.
Did the ball actually go out of bounds, or was it handballed through the goals from behind? Well, if it's gone out of bounds, well, I don't know. Anyway.
So Sunbury up and about. They come from everywhere. Land into the side. So they'll give him a nice pat on the back for his efforts. And Sunbury get their 10th of the afternoon. They're 10-6-66. They lead Bacchus Marsh 5-4-34. Near 4 minutes gone in this third term.
And that's the story of the game, Todd. When they go inside 50, they usually get a score.
Yeah,
Sunbury.
that's right. And 16 shots to 9 also tells another story of the Cobras' struggles here this afternoon. Just their inability to get a game on their own terms for long enough, Fridge.
Yeah, no, they struggle to do that, Todd. And they just can't actually get a full game of a full quarter of footy of consistency.
Yeah, of course, no Penny, no Lawler, no Huxtable, no Porter today. And here goes McCreary with the old 1-2 from Gertz, and the kick was good. McKercher was a bit ambitious for that hand pass. Put Craig under the pump. And it's eventuated in a ball up on half forward. His intentions were good. The execution was just a little awry on that occasion.
Intentions are good to get the ball quickly into the forward 50, Todd.
Yep. Ball up. Tap one there by Ampolsky. He was good as a kick at the end. Knocked further afield there by Miller. Gathered by Gates, who got it to LaFranchi. Through traffic. Handballed it to Gates, who just dropped it. Turnover. Cameron got it to Miller, and they're away through handball from Land, who got it over to Bramble. Ran to 50. Indecision. And then a shot on goal. Is off to the right through for a minor score. They can make you pay.
Yep, they can make you pay, and just on basic error.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to cough it up in the middle of the ground, it's a bit easier in transition. So it'll be Jenks to bring the ball back into play. And he'll come broadcast side. And Owen has pushed right up. So to Lawler, the youngster, got hands on it. Not for long enough, said the umpire. And Newett happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw-in. Adjacent to the Cobras coach's box. Tick over 6 minutes gone, third term. Sunbury lead by 33 points. There's the throw-in. Gertz won that tap. Land at ground level, starting to have an impact. Chance here for McKercher. Gathered, could have been held, and he'll get the free kick.
It's been a real terrier.
Yeah, he's been good. So he looks for the option.
Where do we go?
One way went the other. Oh, they're swarming here. Oh, you're in trouble. Gone.
No.
Craig holding the ball.
Seriously.
And a coach killer there for the Cobras. Just bereft of option and idea. And it'll be Lant. He's been okay in his, his first game back.
Yeah, there was good reports about him early in the season, Todd.
Yeah. Well, he missed the season opener. So it'll be Lant. This will really hurt the Cobras. Kicks on its way. Bending back. Has it come back enough? Well, it did enough to hit the post in the end. 9 score. Led off for the Cobras. But the lead now double the Cobras score. 10-8, 68. Sunbury lead Bacchus Marsh 5-4-34. Now Jenks told to go back. Kick found McCreary. And he'll have to go again. So he goes out in the Gertz direction. He's got a couple to beat. Doing the sharking there with Shea. Got it over towards Gates, who went along the line with a tumbling kick. Owen presented, ran in front of Lieber. Second grab, couldn't hang on to it. Newett's hand pass. Meant for Lieber. He got it in the end. Tentinello dumped as he kicked. Umpire called play on. Nothing to see here, he said, as Hannett took the mark on half back. Chipped it over the top to Lewis. They're running on top of the ground here, Sunbury. Bit of circle work going on here at the moment. The kick from Lewis found Doyle. Out of side centre wing. Took over 8 minutes gone, third term. Sunbury lead by 34. Ground ball opportunity here for Egan. Fires the hand pass out to Miller. Can he gather? He can. He got it to Sutton. Outside of the right boot. Is missed to the near side, one behind. 10-9, 69, Sunbury. Bacchus Marsh 5-4-34. Just have a look at those major goal scorers next time we get a stoppage. Fridge, for those that have just joined us, will clue them up. There's the long kick out of defence from Parente. On the target, cut off there by Newett on that occasion. So Newett sends the ball back into the Sutton direction. He hit the ball at speed. It knocked off his chest. The gather from Arfield was good, but he threw it on the boot. And it was cut off there by Eels. So he goes out to the pocket, out in the Sutton direction. Oh, he's flying high, but couldn't gather the mark. Left foot kick in the Guthrie direction. And he'll steady the ship and go back and have a shot on goal here.
Impresses me, Guthrie. Todd, impressive player.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Former North Melbourne VFL listed player. Didn't go the required distance, so there'll be a ball up. 35-point lead to Sunbury. Tap one by Gertz. He's forced to do his own roving in the end. Got it to LaFranchi. Got it to Shea. Over to McKercher.
Good.
His short kick. Found the youngster Lawler. Took time. That was good. Pressure from Wood. In the back. So it'll be the youngster Lawler with ball in hand.
Much to the disgust of the Sunbury supporters.
Yeah, they'll call it Sunbury tax the Lions, but that was there every day of the week. So he just tips it over the top to McKercher. And why wouldn't you go to McKercher today? He's
playing like a 6'4".
So McKercher will go along the line in the Owen direction.
3-on-1.
And Urban's taking a nice mark.
Good old Keith.
So he went short to half-back to Lever. He's had his own footy across half-back. Went with the left boot, found Hannett. He looks to come back into the middle of the ground. Terrific kick to Cameron. Didn't break stride. Puts it up. Well, it was a bit of a poor kick in the end. But Glasgow lost his footing. Egan kept his. Dribbling ball. And it bounced favourably. And it's gone through for another goal. Oh, that was all too easy there for Sunbury. And another example of, or reward for keeping your feet, Fridge.
Yeah, no, Glasgow just lost his footing there and gives the opportunity to present for Egan to pick up the crumbs and go back and kick his third, Todd.
41-point lead to Sunbury. Tick over 11 minutes gone into this third term.
So some multiple goal kickers. Egan with 3, Sutton with 2, and McLean with 2. And for the Cobras, Owen with 2.
So a quick look around the grounds. Darley 63, lead Ballarat 28. East Point 102, lead Melton South 1. Redan 49, lead Sebastopol 47. Back in the middle of the ground here, Gertz the high fly, won the tap, but just found Guthrie. Centre clearance, wasted no time going forward, and McLean's got it.
He just worked Huxtable under the footy there and took a nice clean mark. Once again, centre clearance to that man in Guthrie. Fantastic ball user, and you can't beat that when it's coming in like that, Todd.
No, that's right. But, Gertz to be a bit disappointed. I mean, the tap's gone straight to Guthrie.
Yep.
I guess some sides, when they come up against the Cobras, they just rove to Gertz because he's the premier tap ruckman of the comp. He snuck it in, McLean.
He's got his third.
And Sunbury extend again, 12-9-81. They lead Bacchus Marsh 5-4-34. Few heads down to the Cobras, bit of cue in the rack style about this game. And we've still got the best part of a quarter and a half to play.
Yeah, the body language, by the forwards going back to inside 50. They've got their heads down, bowed, and, should be encouraging and, get to the next contest, make the next contest, lead up to the footy.
Yeah. Well, there's a real boost for the Sunbury morale at the moment. They're well on top here at Manningley Park. Gertz won that tap to guess who? Guthrie. And he got it to Egan. Left foot kick. Shallow entry inside 50. Sutton went the clever tap. Hopeful Scanlon would get a favourable bounce. He got one. He wasted no time with a pot shot on goal and it went off to the right. And off the hands of Huxtable in the end. And a minor score. They're getting some speed on the ball. Sunbury, that kick in from Parente got to Glasgow on the bounce. Now he's forced just to go high with an up and under kick. Nixon took a uncontested mark in the end. So Nixon on half-back. Goes along the line. Owen the target. Sets himself. Had to go to the spoil because the Eels had front spot. Freeman's kick was partially smothered, but it gained about 18 or so metres for his side. Players in from everywhere. Stacks on the mill. There'll be a ball up out of side half forward for the Cobras. You just added the one behind in this third term.
I'll turn around. They're all running back with their backs to the footy. The Cobra players, Todd.
So it'll be Newitt who will send the ball back towards half-back. Oh, Urban, the fly, that was unrealistic. Call it a myth, call it what you like. It'll be a chance for Egan. Tackled, taken to the ground, holding the ball, said the umpire.
Now turn around, you forwards.
The big fellow Scanlon, yeah. So it'll be McCreary, right foot kick, on the target, Lever in front. Been very good across half-back today. And goes short to Muir.
He is the general.
So Muir just got an option everywhere here. Sunbury, I'll go lateral to Tentanello. You can just chip it over the top here to Lieber. He's just running his own race.
Well, I don't know who's playing on him. Is Owen playing on him, or is Freeman playing on him? Who is playing on Lever?
Well, if you ask Lieber, he'll say no one.
He's just doing what he wants across halfback, Todd.
So Tentanello sold the candy to Salmon and ran away with a high up and under kick towards halfback. Guthrie the fly. So too Ampolsky, waiting at ground level was Egan, did the muscling work. Hand pass to Ladd, he was tackled and bailed up there by Parente. There'll be a ball up on half forward. Broadcast side for the Cobras. We've just added the one behind in this third term. Sunbury have kicked 3 goals, 3. So a ball up. Gertz won that tapping in. Urban gathered. Hand pass, found Land, who got it to Guthrie. Left foot kick along the line. Chance here for Miller to keep running onto it. And McLean, LaFranchi held it up. Did well.
He's solid. Been solid, LaFranchi,
yep.
in defence.
Yeah. So at the restart, it'll be Ampolsky and Gertz. Gertz won that tap only as far as Ladd. Towards half forward. Scanlon wanted a hold, denied by the umpire. Arfield did the sharking, got it to Glasgow, who found Kabakovic. He'll find Craig, who took an overhead mark just inside the boundary line. True centre wing. Sunbury lead by 48 points here. And the short kick's okay to McCreary. And that's a very good kick to Arfield, who presented. And go into the middle of the ground.
Kircher next.
And Kabakovic.
Too slow.
Sends the ball into attack. Owen, the target, went over his head. Umpire's picked out a free kick for a hold. And it's going to go the way of the Cobras. And Owen will go back and have a shot on goal here, 30 metres out from goal. Tick over 17 minutes gone in this third term.
It's the only forward that looks like, a winner for him at all, Todd. The rest are just passengers at the moment.
Yeah, and there's a lot of seats on the plane.
Yeah, no, that's, they need to be better than the other 5 forwards. He's just taken over the workload.
So Owen, deliberate approach. Sneaks it through. Very good kick. Shot on goal. Bacchus Marsh get their first of the third term. They're 6-4-40. They trail Sunbury 12-10-82. We're back to a 42-point ball game. Owen has 3 for the Cobras.
Yeah, no, he's been their shining light up forward, Todd. And, like I say, in previous years we've been robbing Peter to pay Paul and sending him in defence. But his position's up forward. And the thing is, I just think, the Cobras are probably lacking, 4 to 5 really, really top players in this side.
Redan lead Sebastopol by 7 points. East Point lead Melton South by 114. And Darley lead Ballarat by 35 points. Back in the middle of the ground here. Gertz, we'll give him that one. Ground level ball here for Craig. Hurried kick forward. Owen's got it. Oh, he had enough of it, but denied the mark. Loose ball opportunity for Lawler. Got it to Nixon. Loves a goal. But he'll have to wait a bit longer.
Who could forget his 6-goal performance last year, Todd?
Yeah, indeed. The kick in was Shaw from Wood, who got it to Muir. He's up on his bike. And with the right foot kick goes in the Egan direction. He, McCreary and Craig the pursuant. Somehow Egan gathered the footy. Dribbling ball, trapped well by LaFranchi. And sent back to half forward. Lawler, the youngster at the back, had plenty of it. Umpire called play on in the end. McCreary through traffic. Couldn't get around Muir. Dispossessed. Gates, quick hands to Lawler, got it to Craig, and he's swarmed by Lewis and knew it. And there'll be a ball up.
Jeez,
right in front of the Sunbury coaches box here.
Resilient with pressure, Sunbury too. They're up in your face straight away, Todd.
41-point lead to Sunbury. Gertz with the tap. Went goal side. McCreary dribbled it to his own advantage. Have a let's sit for him. Well, he goes to soccer again. Clever. Umpire will pay the mark. Big fist on the footy there from Lieber. Found the safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a throw in 35 metres around from the Cobra goal. So Sunbury a double Bacchus Marsh to score here, 82-41. There's the throw in. Owen got front spot and Polsky with the spoil at the back. Chance here for Hare. Close up against the boundary line. Didn't get enough purchase on the kick. Tentinello with the intercept. And goes with the right foot. This kick needs to be good, and it was. And it found Doyle, who played on by hand, to Lever. Got it to Cameron. Two of the more prolific stats winners today. The gather from Miller on the half volley was terrific. Gave it back to Cameron, who kept running. Hand pass through traffic. Got it to Power. His right foot kick out in the Sutton direction. Now look out. Here's the gather. Well, he couldn't quite gather cleanly. Pickett did real well on that occasion. Harfield went the percentage soccer off the ground. Gertz couldn't gather. Miller could. Squaring ball. They'll raffle this. And Doyle says, I'll have it. He'll go back and have a shot on goal. He and or Cameron.
Could have raffled it.
Could have raffled that one. Gee, Cameron covers a bit of ground. He was in the back half, and now he's, he could have had a mark and set shot on goal. He's an impressive type, and
he's a two-way runner, Tom.
Yeah, good addition, especially at the Clark Oval. He covers the ground.
Two-way runner.
So let's see how Doyle goes from here. He's already kicked one. Chance to extend the Sunbury lead from 41. It's plenty on the kick. It's pretty good. I reckon he snuck it in. Doyle's got 2. Sunbury got 13 here, and they extend to a 47-point lead on the back of that Doyle goal. There's a bit of sting gone out of this game.
Yeah, no, it's look a bit deflated now, the Cobras, Todd.
Yeah, the result is seemingly foregone, but
if it was within 3 or 4 goals, they'd still be there, but it's just blown out now, and it's just about going through the motions. But look.
Well, the Cobras need to try to start to work on a few things, and in game, you might as well have a crack. And Sunbury, they'll just look to maintain this intensity. They've been good today.
Yeah, they won't take their foot off the throat.
Tap one by Gertz. Got it the shade. Dribbling hand pass. Only went as far as Cameron, who got it to Polsky to Power through traffic. Gave it. They've always just had the +1 with the support. And he gave it to Doyle, who sent the ball into attack. And Pickett has taken a nice mark. So he's done well to keep Sutton to 2 goals today.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been their worst defender either.
And he went short to LaFranchi. He's been arguably their best defender today. And he got it to Gates, who went along the line to Lawler. Youngster, juggling attempt, couldn't take the mark. Chance for Nixon, he's tackled, taken to the ground, ball spills free. Chance here for Wood on his non-preferred, and looked every bit on his non-preferred. The kick intercepted there by Gertz. Tumbling kick goes in the freak direction. Couldn't get a hand on it. Oh, that was clever from Riley, who got it to Tentinello, who switched play to the outer side. Lewis has got a paddock. He'll stop and prop and bring the ball back into the Tentinello direction. Couldn't gather cleanly. Shrugged the tackle of Salmon, got around Kavakovic. Sloppy 30 seconds of play as Kavakovic gathered and fired the hand pass out to Craig, who got it to Armfield. And he went with the right boot out in the Freeman direction, and then he's got it.
Better.
Freeman on half forward, out of side. He's off on his bike. Ran to half forward. Right foot kick in the Owen direction, and he's got it. Nice kick to the advantage of Owen, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal for his 4th of the afternoon. A fair return in a 6-goal scoreline here at the moment for the Cobras, who trail by 47 points.
Yeah, good by Freeman, but he's got to do more of that, Todd. He's got to get up the ground and wheel around and present.
So it'll be Owen. First real shot on goal from that outer side.
I like him from here, Todd.
Yeah, he snuck it in, Jake Owen. Quality player. Owen's got 4 at Mattingley Park. 4 of the Cobras 7. They're 7-5-47. May Charles Sunbury 13-10-88.
Yeah, good vision by Freeman to hit up Owen, and he's your focal forward, and you've always got to be looking for that focal point, and he's their man today, Todd.
Yeah, Armfield's had a bit of ball in this third term as well.
Yeah, I think he's shown himself in the middle. He's gone onto the wing now, but I did see a glimpse of him through the midfield.
Well, if last week's anything to go by, the Cobras won't give up the ghost. There's the ball up, tap way and Polsky, got it to Egan, who's been good. Left foot kick to half forward. How will it sit for Doyle? Well, it hasn't yet. The pursuit there was Huxtable.
Yeah, good Good Huxtable.
Doyle's hair pass went to Sutton.
Good. Better.
Good work there from Huxtable again. 50-50 ball. It's a hot one at the moment. Gates' hand pass was okay. Nixon tackled, taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up 50 metres away from the Sunbury goal, who lead by 41 points here. After they led by some 27 at the half. And Polsky, well, it nearly landed on his head in the end.
Got to get it out.
Tyson Shea at ground level.
Ooh.
Always in and under is Shays. McKercher, the line boy, comes back onto the ground. Ball up. And Polsky won that tap towards Cameron. He was tackled, taken to the ground.
That's in the back.
And in the back, said the umpire. Heard your call, Fridge.
He's mic to me.
So the Cobras in their back half will come broadcast side with a short kick to Nixon. So he's on the defensive 50 for the Cobras at the moment. Just not sure which way to go. Told to play on by the umpire. So he gets plenty of purchase on the kick. Freak at the back. Big spoil there from Tendanello. Found the safety of the boundary line. There'll be a throw in. Centre wing broadcast side. 26 and a half minutes gone. Third term. Sunbury 88 comfortably over Bacchus Marsh 47. Throw in. That one by Tyrrell. Only as far as heels. Awkward looking kick. Gained about 40 metres to his side. McLean leads into the race. Xavier Jenks wanting a deliberate. Denied. There'll be a throw in. Adjacent to the Cobras coach's box.
The Brains Trust.
Boundary throw in. It'll be Tyrrell and Eels. Give that tap to Eels. Ground ball shoveled out well there by Tyrrell, who got it to Nixon. Hurry kick. Oh, there's Owen on centre wing. Broadcast side. We'll go lateral to Salmon. So he'll play on to give it to Craig. He can run his measure. He's pretty quick. Gave it over the top to Freeman. So he hasn't got a lot of space, Freeman. Sold the candy. 1-2. Did well. And now he'll square the ball in towards half forward. Shea and Kabarkovic. They've got a 2-on-1 here. Kabarkovic now delivers it over the head of McKercher. Grabbed there by Freak. He's ridden to the ground by Tendanello. And the umpire said, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up 40 metres away from the Cobra goal. So near 28 minutes gone in this third term here. Sunbury lead by 41 points. So they led by 27 at the half and 8 at quarter time. They've won every quarter. Shea took them on, lucky to get away with it in the end. McCreary picked it up off the ground, just threw it out. McKercher's knock-on was very clever to Craig, who kept it in. And just before leave, it took another intercept mark. Sunbury 13-10-88 as the siren sounds for three-quarter time here. They lead Bacchus Marsh 7-5-47. An 8-point lead at quarter time extended to 27 at the half and now 41 at the final break. Fridge, you got the goal scorers.
Sunbury 3 to Egan, 3 to McLean, 2 to Sutton, 2 to Doyle, and singles to Guthrie, Scanlon and Lant. For the Cobras, 4 to Owen, singles to Lawler, McKercher and Terrell.
We'll go round the grounds. Ballarat 5-4-34. Trail Daly 12-5-77. East Point 21-15-141. Lead Melton South 1 behind. And Redan 8-8-56 lead Sebastopol 7-13-55.
Good game. North Ballarat and the Lakers?
Yeah, no update. No power on Mars.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but nonetheless, a couple of key contributors here. Well, Sunbury, they've had plenty of them. You could just throw a dart at the team list and you would find that they have made a contribution of some way, shape or form. But they've even shared the goals around too. It hasn't been all Sutton on the goal front with, I think, Egan and McLean have got 3 goals each. But Lever across half back, their defence has been really good today. They've been, well, aided by some Bacchus Marsh error, by foot and by hand, but nonetheless, to read the plays he has done, Tyson Lee has been one of the best for Sunbury across half back.
Oh, no doubt. And just the way they set up Sunbury, when they haven't got the footy, they set up well. And then, the way they spread and the way they use their foot, the footy by hand and foot is exceptional, Todd. They're a good running side, and if they get that opportunity to get out wide, and they'll make you pay, because they've had 23 shots on goal. Where the Cobras, it's just everything's an effort. It just seems to be
it's a grind.
A grind, yeah. And they're dour in defence, but up forward the focal point is Owen. They need more contributors up forward.
Yeah. They need an A-grade ball user, don't they? They just need to clean up a bit of the scrap.
Yeah. Well, Tyson Shea's in and under. He gives 110% every week he goes around.
Yeah.
McCreary.
Fantastic.
They're good hard ball winners.
Yeah.
But they just haven't got some with the polish, Todd.
Yeah. Well, they're missing a few today, the Cobras, but that certainly has not validated the separation on the scoreboard today. And Sunbury have been very good, and they've made the Cobras pay more often than not with their clangers.
But it's continuously every week in, week out. Defensive 50 on the kickouts. It just seems to be. Oh, we'll hope we'll get that one kick, which is short, which sides will just say, oh, we'll allow that, accept that. But then that second and third one, it's just hope. And you've got to have blokes presenting, and just seems to be no structure coming out of defensive 50, and then going inside forward 50. They just seem to be, it's once again kick and hope. Got to be better. We're round 4 of the season.
Well, it's not an easy game to play, especially when you haven't got the tools, Fridge.
Well, mate, it's easy for us to sit up here.
Yeah, that's right.
I see the game with passion, and I'm a passionate Bacchus Marsh person, and I just think we're just below, and I mean below. We're sitting with those blokes that are down the bottom. Those 4 sides that are down the bottom.
All right, we'll take a break and give back Cobras a bit of hope on the back of that comeback against the Devils, where they kicked 5 goals to 1. But Sunbury look up and about here. They lead by 41. We'll be back in the for the final quarter action in about 3 minutes' time.
If you can say,
To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
in 4 seconds, you can win a free small fries and Coke.
Corby patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Welcome back to the Red Onion Vision by the BFNL Match Centre. McDonald's BFNL Round 4 match of the round. Live from Mattingly Park. Sunbury 13-10-88 lead Bacchus Marsh 7-5-47. As the siren sounds for the final term. It'll be Gertz in the ruck against Ampolsky. Gertz won that tap, clean bowled. Shea, but running onto it there was Armfield. Tumbling kick, inside 50, bouncing ball. Riley goes the thump towards the boundary line, but somehow was kept in momentarily. And the ball ends up over the line. Boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard here.
You'd think the message at three-quarter time would be to at least try and win this quarter, Todd.
Yep, that'd be one. See McKercher into the middle too, which is a good boundary throw in. Tap one by Polsky, only as far as Freeman. Kick across the body. Owen, second attempt at a mark. Shot on, had it denied. Bit of a stacks on the mill there, and the umpire will come in and effect a ball up. 10 metres away from the Cobra goal. Be an ideal start for them. And there's 15, 16 players around the footy. Grabbed by Freeman, just tried to get it out towards Gates before the ball's knocked over the line by Urban for a throw, for a rush behind. So we've got a round number, 40-point lead to Sunbury here. Opening 90 seconds of this fourth round encounter. Kick comes out into the Urban direction.
On the foot.
Oh, he nearly kicked that with the back foot, did he? Over the line boundary throwing. Jake Owen thought so. So the Coppers were the only score in the final term, albeit 90 seconds in. Now Gertz, follow-up work was okay, just let Parente try and run away with the footy. Finally then gathered, searching hand pass was just that, didn't find anything other than Newitt, who kicked it with the outside of the right boot. Foot race on here.
Good
Bramble,
Armfield.
Pressure from Armfield was very good. And he's tackled, taken to the ground, out of bounds on the full here. On a work out. And then eventuated, it'll be Armfield with ball in hand.
Must have made him drop it onto his foot, Toddy.
Yeah. So Armfield. Not really known for being a prodigious kick of the football. Could go to Owen there on the lead. But he'll sit it up at the top of the goal square, you'd think. Kicks on its way. Off to the right.
Not a bad effort.
For a point. 7-7-49 Bacchus Marsh. Trail Sunbury 13-10-88.
It's not an easy pocket there, Todd.
No, that's right. Strong
good
overhead mark there by Parente, being paid by the umpire. It's going to be a good play for the Cobras. Right foot kick inside 50. Owen the target, had it knocked away from him to the safety of the boundary line, and there'll be a throw in. So the opening 3 minutes all played in the Cobras front half in this final term. And they'll look to convert an opportunity that's presented with a stoppage deep forward. There's the throw in. Freeman to do the ruck work. Sunbury again with the outnumber through Urban.
Goats.
But his kick's been cut off there by Goats on half forward. Broadcast side goes in the Nixon direction. It went over his head. Tentinello happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw in. So throw-ins and ball-ups and throw-ins and ball-ups. It's
Repeat stoppages.
boundary throw-in. Now chance here for Freeman. Tried to usher Polsky under the footy. Fell back out to McCreary. Shot out of the congestion. Has he got the journey?
I think
Touched on the line by Riley. So some of that bang for buck you were talking about earlier, Fridge. Cobbra's bereft of that scenario in these opening minutes.
Armfield.
Poor kick out of defence has been cut off by Armfield and lowered the eyes and sent it back forward to Gertz. And McCreary. Oh, that just looked horrible.
Don't look good.
And hopefully McCreary's all right. That says the mid-drift of Gertz and the leg of McCreary.
Yeah.
But he's a tough little character, is McCreary. And it'll be Gertz with a deliberate shot on goal here and a chance to add to that three-quarter time scoreline. They've just managed the three behinds with all the play in their front half in the opening 5 minutes. So this will be Gertz, deliberate approach. Kicks through the ball. It's off to the left and through from behind.
Bang for buck. Nothing.
Yeah. Four behinds. Yeah, 5 minutes, 4 behinds. 4 shots on goal in 5 minutes. So it's 37-point ball game. Right. So the Lions will come broadcast side. Again, the fly couldn't bring it down. Gee, it wasn't got a fair lead. McKercher at ground level. Sharked it, went by hand to Gertz. Bouncing ball. Chance here for McCreary again. Tentinello might have got his man high, he did. And that'll be Parente, who can go back and have a shot here. Chance for their first of the final term. We're at 5th behind, if you don't mind. 5.5 minutes into this 4th quarter.
Known as a defender, Todd, but hopefully he might be one that can put the score on the board.
Yeah, he'll end up in the midfield, you'd reckon.
Hasn't been their worst either today.
No.
Tried hard.
Yep. Parente. Kicks on its way. Bending back. No, off to the right. Minor score. Bacchus Marsh is 5th behind of the final term. Tick over 6 minutes gone here. 6-goal game.
3 of those, if that had been goals, would have been a contest. Game on.
You're not wrong. So Wood ends up with ball in hand. Went by hand to Lever. Back to Wood. Shrugged the tackle. And then with the penetrating left foot kick, it was a ripper and found out Polsky. He can go short to Power if he wants, but he'll just tip it over the top towards Miller. Don't tell me somebody going to take it up the other end and kick a goal after all of that time spent in the Cobras front half, the best part of the opening 6.5 minutes. Pickett did well to get a hand on it. Parente lent the assistance, gathered, set the ball out in the own direction. He kept his feet and met the ball hard. Miller was into the contest too, but they got an outnumber here, Sunbury. Through Lant, who just threw the ball onto the boot. Glascott went to ground. Here's a chance for Cameron. Kick across the body. Bouncing ball.
There you go.
Got it.
There you go, Todd. Unbelievable.
So for the best part of 7 or 8 entries in the opening 6 or 7 minutes for the Cobras has equated to 1 inside 50 for Sunbury at the other end for a goal.
You couldn't have written the script any better, Todd.
Sunbury 14-10-94. Bacchus Marsh 7-10-52. So for all of that pressing for the Cobras, Sunbury have now outscored them for the term.
Bang for buck, isn't it?
94 plays 52 here.
It's got him well drilled, Matthew White.
Yep. We're back in the middle of the ground here on the back of that Cameron goal. Tap one by Gertz, only as far as Doyle. Dribbling kick. Clean bowled Craig. Parente's attack on the ball was terrific, but it's been stolen now by Miller. And his right foot kick to the presenting McLean. Oh, hot potato. Ball at ground level. His follow-up work was okay. Cameron over the footy. Wanting a free when the umpire will come in and ball it up 40 metres out from the Sunbury goal.
I thought it was cold spaghetti.
Sunbury 14-10-94, Bacchus Marsh 7-10-52. Tap one by Gertz. Scanlon wanting a hole, denied by the umpire, so he decided to feed the hand out towards Miller. He can run onto it here, able to sit for him. Finally it does. Got it to Cameron. Good pressure from Armfield. Miller was strong over the footy. Bramble went without it. McCreary picked his pocket and ran away with a right foot kick towards outer side centre wing. Owen was strong. Very good play.
Fantastic.
Yeah, two sides going hard at it there. Full credit to both players. That was a good, hard, even contest.
50-50.
Outer side of the ground. Ball up. Tap on that occasion. Won by Sunbury. Only as far as Armfield. We got it to McCreary. Now Freeman just tried to throw his man out of the way, and he somehow ended up with it. So he's done the right thing here. Kick with the outside of the right boot.
Who to?
Has been intercepted there by Lant. So he switches play towards Lewis, who trots away towards centre wing and sends it out in front of Cameron, who's been a solid contributor today. Miller's had a good second half. It sits okay for him, but he can't shrug. Parente forced to go by hand of power. He can get over to Lewis, who kept running. Lowered the eyes, good vision, and found Doyle. He'll go back and have a shot from about 40 metres out from goal.
See, that comes on the back of that turnover by Freeman. Like, you've got to be better than that, Todd. You just can't do that.
Yeah, and when they run in that wave of numbers, it's like Chinese checkers.
Four blokes
sharing the ball there.
Four blokes are streaming inside 50 for Sunbury. Our blokes are lagging behind because of the turnover, because they've all gone forward.
Yeah. So it'll be Doyle in for a chance at goal number 4, is it, for Doyle?
Third.
Goal 3. Let's see how he goes. To extend the 42-point lead. I reckon he might have snuck this one into the middle of the post. Sunbury get their 11th behind of the afternoon.
It's probably their 5th or 6th poster for the day, Tom.
Yeah. Kick out of defence from Armfield was a good one to McCreary. That kick was a bit skew-if, meant for Freeman. Made the kick look better than what it was. The pressure from Lewis was good. But Freeman conceded by hand to Armfield. The follow-up work was just really good there from Sunbury, and they got the ball over the line out of bounds. 55 metres away from the Sunbury goal. 11 minutes gone, final term. It's the Lions who lead by 43 points on their way to a third win of the season. Tap won by Gertz. Is an opportunity through traffic now for Urban. He couldn't gather it. Had it stolen away from him by McCreary. He's kicking in the middle of the ground. Spoil on the footy there was good from Lever, who found Muir in the end. Well, inadvertently found him, who gathered there by Hannett and went back to Muir. Sutton wanting a hold. Piggott did well in a one-on-one. Waiting at ground level was Huxtable, so he fed the hand pass out to Kavakovic with a slow up and under kick. Tyrrell presented, clean bowled him. Lucky he wasn't hit on the pads. He wasn't given out LBW, Fridge. And Muir went back by hand to Tantanello, who went short to Doyle. Through traffic, just measures the kick further afield to Cameron. So Cameron.
Their vision is so good, and they lower the eyes when they get the footy, Todd. They just don't waste it.
Yeah, and they run at the kicker, which I like too. Chance here for Urban. 60 metres out. Went out wide in the Sutton direction. Now Cobras have got numbers here. Kavakovic, they just need to work it out. And he was happy to rush it through for a behind in the end. Sunbury's 12th behind of the afternoon. 14-12-96. They trail back a Marsh 7-10-52. So the play on out of defence has resulted in a boundary throw-in right in front of the Sunbury coach's box.
It's like a golfing shot, landed it in between the two.
44-point lead to the visiting Sunbury, who came into this game in third place on the ladder. Boundary throw-in.
Kircher good.
Yeah, McKercher, ferocious around the footy. Lant. Yeah, he was dynamite in that first half, McKercher.
Yep.
Ball up. Gertz, what another tap, just keeps racking them up. Tyson Shea at ground level. Gee, he's been a fine, Gertz, hasn't he, for the Cobras?
Yeah, he's been a good player over the last 2 years.
Tap one by Gertz again, right on cue. McKercher got a bad bounce. Numbers prevailed for Bramble, and he kicked, was set up for Urban, who took a nice overhead mark. He went to Hannett. He's going to set it up here for Ampolsky. While it wasn't meant for him, just weight of numbers allowed a slight errant kick to fall into the hands of another Sunbury player, and it's Ampolsky on this occasion.
Going back for his first, Todd.
So Ampolsky will take a shot on goal from just outside 50. I think he's looking for a handball give. I reckon he's going to go one side, isn't he? Watch this. If you don't mind. Taliba, shot on goal, and he's put it through. We read that like a book, Fridge.
Yeah, you read it. The other 14 that are around the play didn't read it from the Cobras. I stood back and watched.
15-12-102, Sunbury. Sit back and enjoy the show. Back at Smart 7-10-52. We're out to a 50-point lead to the Lions.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's just poor checking.
That is poor.
That was like a training drill.
Yeah.
You run to the left, I'll run to the right, and then you know, the man on the mark, he's just got the high vis on, and we just go to either side.
Yeah.
And lever.
It was like an aeroplane at the takeoff, just waiting.
50-point lead to Sunbury. Lever's on the board. Ball up. Tap one by Ant Paulsky as far as McCreary, who's kept trying. Right foot kick inside 50. He's been cut off by Wood. He's maintained his good form.
50 points.
He's been a good intercept defender and distributor as well. So Wood goes to outer wing. Cameron the target. Got it. Got enough weight on the kick to get it over McLean's head. Power tried to run away from Armfield, had to do a U-turn and went back to Urban. So he's tumbling kick along the line, only went as far as Armfield. He'll send it back towards half forward. Foot race on here. Wood led into the race for the ball. Was tackled, so forced a handball. Running onto what was Huxtable. High up and under kick. It's made it hard for all and sundry. And I'll speak of the Cobras forward. So Tentanello goes short to Bramble. So Bramble will square it up with a 45 to Lewis. On half back, they're just tipping it around here. Keeping's off kind of stuff. And he'll come out wide to Lever.
He's at his own footing.
Yeah. And he goes short further afield and found Power. They've had a lot more ball, Sunbury, than the Cobras today.
Well done,
Now
Huxtable.
here's Huxtable.
Good smother.
Kept trying, got it over to Freak. And he'll get onto that left foot and turnover.
Yeah, guess who? Guess who?
Yeah, well, some of the Cobras have been in Sunbury's best today.
Yep.
Lever goes backwards with a 45, and that's okay. At Riley, they're not in a hurry at all. The Lions, just standing up there was Doyle, who did well. He got it to Muir. So Muir with the right boot out towards half forward. Presenting there was Scanlon. Took a nice mark, ran onto the right boot. Wasted no time. Sent the ball forward. Sutton at the back. Got it. Pickett wanted the push. There was contact. But the umpire denied the Cobra defender. And Sutton will go back and have a shot on goal.
Well, pound for pound, Sutton's going to go back and kick his third. But I think Pickett's done a reasonable job on his shot. He done the right thing in front of his opponent. Just worked him underneath. Bit of a nimble touch to the back and. Yeah.
So Sutton sneaks that one home.
For his third.
Goal number 3 for Sutton. Sunbury 16th. 16-12, 108. They lead Bacchus Marsh 7-10, 52. They've had 28 scoring shots. Sunbury here at Manningley Park. It's been a strong performance. And a high possession game too. There's been a lot of Sunbury players have had a lot of ball.
Be interesting to see the stats. We tune into the presser on Wednesday night and get Spencer's update.
Yeah, indeed. 16-12, 108. Sunbury lead Bacchus Marsh 7-10, 52. Back in the middle. Tap one by Gertz. Meant for Shea. Missed him. Guthrie said, I'll have it. Eels went to kick, but he knew he was going to get caught, so he went by hand to Lewis, who was bailed up. Tackle taken to the ground and ping, said the umpire. So Craig will take the resultant free kick. And he'll go to outer centre wing. Now Gertz needs to, you need to find him because look out, there's 3 Sunbury players on his hammer. Newitt's one of those. Follow-up work from the ruckman was good. Before the ball's seen over the line for a boundary throw-in. Tick over 18 minutes gone, final term here. Darley lead Ballarat by 57 points at three-quarter time. Boundary throw-in. Tap one by Gertz. But Sunbury got numbers through Guthrie and away they go. So Lance warmed into the task and been a good player. Over towards Doyle, tumbling kick. Huxtable did the cutting off, gave it to LaFranchi, got it over to Jenks, normally good by foot. This one was good. Found Parenta in the lead in the middle of the ground. He'll look to get the ball moving. So they present, and Tyrrell does out wide. Flies, barely got a hand on it. Lever at the back. Salmon presents and went with a short kick into the pocket, looking towards Nixon, missed the target, opened the door for Wood. He's happy to dive on the footy and square it away with a half at a stoppage, 40 metres around from the Bacchus Marsh goal. Sunbury 16-12, 108, Bacchus Marsh 7-10, 52. Today's Red Onion Vision by the BFNL match centre. McCreary went the sock up. Wanted a push. Denied by the umpire, and there'll be a ball up. Tap. One there by Eels, and then he coughed one up there, Eels. So McCreary just letting him know about it. Because Shea copped one over the shoulder, as he does every week. And McCreary just letting him know. Now, Shea's got the ball in hand. He's just trying to get over what had gone on. So, it's a bit of, call it a melee, call it what you like.
Just play on.
Shea'd want to just play on it. Look,
just play on.
He's aiming up for a shot on goal here. Look, Shea.
Just play on, Tyson. They'll soon stop.
And it's a 50-metre penalty.
Yep.
And that'll bring Shea within distance. He'll be right on the goal line. He shouldn't have trouble from there, Fridge.
Yeah, well, he'll put this through, so I'll mark it down straight away, Todd.
Yeah, indeed.
You'd have to fall over.
Well,
bang.
No mistake from Shea. Bacchus Marsh get their 8th goal. 8-10-58. Sunbury 16-12, 108. It's back to a 50-point ball game.
Yes, if it had been a game where, the Cobras were able to go inside 50 and get more bang for buck, it might have been a little bit more interesting, Todd, because, they controlled the first 6 or 7 minutes of this quarter and had 5 shots on goal for 5 behinds.
Yeah, indeed.
You get 3 of those, you give yourself some glimmer of hope. You get up and about, but it's deflating, and then they take it down the other end and they kick a goal.
Yeah, even the Seagulls haven't hung around today. They're gone. Ball up. It'll be Gertz and Eels. Gertz won the tap. Guthrie at ground level. Dragged down by one arm by Shea. And they'll have that stoppage. There'll be a ball up. Jason to the cricket pitch. Always worries me, those exposed pitches. Ball up. Tap one there by Gertz. Still a bit of feel in the game. Doyle. Been a push. Umpire said no. There'll be a ball up. So the shadows are starting to creep in here. Pretty good crowd.
Yeah, good crowd.
Yeah. Gertz won that tap. Ball spills out here. Chance for Doyle again. He's just ridden into the ground. See Lant and Nixon having a wrestle. And Nixon's conceded a free kick on the back of that. So, still some frustrated players. So the kick from Lant goes in the Sutton direction. Second grab, and he's got it. Can't keep a good man down for too long.
Yeah, they've got to pick it off the ground there now.
So, Sutton will go back and have a shot for goal number 4, Fridge.
Yeah, this is lining up for his 4th, Todd.
And a chance to add to this 50-point lead. This game's been over for quite some time, Fridge.
Yep.
Tick over 23 minutes gone into this final term. Sutton for goal number 4. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. Sutton's got 4 here at Mattingley Park. He's equalled Owen's feat with 4 goals for the Cobras. But, he certainly had more opportunity. Sutton with weight of entries inside 50. And some cleaner entries.
Cleaner entry. And
been on the back of those too. And he's given away a few as well.
Given away a few. Hard to keep a bloke when you get in feed like that inside 50 to keep him quiet. And, he's had a good game.
Sunbury 17-12, 114 lead. Bacchus Marsh 8-10-58. 56-point ball game. 24 minutes gone at the restart. Tap one by Ampolsky. Shea got it to Gates. Tumbling kick towards half forward. Quick hands was good there from Freeman. That was Lawler, in fact. Got it over towards Freeman, who had a shot on goal, went across the face, and through for a minor score. So the Cobras have had their errant ways in front of goal. They're 6th behind of the term, if you don't mind. 8-11-59 now.
Good. Salmon.
Good pressure there from Salmon. Be lucky to get away with it here,
Yes.
Sunbury.
Rewarded.
And the Salmon gets his best catch of the day. He'll go back and have a shot on goal here up against the boundary line. He'll enjoy this. He's probably done this at training a few times because he won't see Jake Owen when he looks up. He's just coming back onto the ground. So he'll run around here and have a ping at the goals. Goes across the face. And there's a grab. Might be the youngster Lawler. It
Lawler.
is.
Good grab.
Yeah, he's taken a couple of nice grabs within range. And he kicked the Cobra's first goal of the afternoon. And a chance for goal number 2 on a very tight angle. And he's nearly kicked it back to
The primary
Salmon.
school. The high school. Nearly got it to the high school, Todd.
And it'll be Sunbury. Just that's just confirmation of the day it's been for the Cobras with their ball use. Urban second grab at it tonight there by Shea. Chance here for McCreary, who's kept trying. Got it to Jenks. Oh, that's a clever kick.
Clever.
Found Parente. So Freeman off for a rest. Nixon on. 8-11-59 Bacchus Marsh. Sunbury 17-12. 114. So it'll be Parente. 45-degree angle. Kicks on its way. Yeah, all too late. Through for another minor. They're 7th behind of the term, if you don't mind, Fridge.
Yeah, 7 behinds, Todd, and for 1 goal reward, and yeah, that's the story of this last quarter.
1-7 to 4-2. Long kick out of defence. Good fly there from Riley. Knocked it to the advantage of Lewis, who's just about to run out of time and space. Over the line boundary throw in. Out of side half forward for Sunbury. For the Cobras, in fact. 54-point lead to Sunbury. 27 minutes gone, final term here. Won every quarter, Sunbury.
Yep.
Been convincing. Grab ball opportunity for Craig, who threw it onto the boot. Didn't waste much time doing so, and as a result, speared it away off to the right, out of bounds on the full. Probably done that half a dozen times today, the Cobras.
Yeah, they just kick and hope, Todd. They don't lower their eyes. They don't anyway.
So
Same tune.
it'll be Lever who gets the ball to half back. Chance here, ground level. 3 or 4 tired players. Shoveled out finally there by Shea, who got it to Gertz, who found Craig. Got it over towards Gates with a right foot kick in the Owen direction. He's taken a nice overhead mark, the big man. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal for number 5.
Thank God he's been there today.
Yeah, he's been able to add some respectability to the scoreboard right throughout the afternoon and provide some aerial presence. So for goal number 5, a game high 5 goals it would be. It would be a fair effort in a losing side, especially to one that's looking down the barrel of an 8-goal loss. Owen comes in.
Missed.
Went across the face and through for a minor score there. 8th behind. They got the Yips, the Cobras in front of goal.
10 times inside 50 for the result of 1-9, and the Lions go in 6 times for 4-2. That's the difference.
There's the long kick from Hannett. It's a beautiful drop punt. Got plenty of it. Sutton sat in front. Couldn't gather. Owen and McKercher, well, one went one way, one went the other. Neither ended up with it. Ground ball. Shea over the footy. Sutton there too. And there'll be a ball in on outer side. A ball up on outer side centre wing. Sunbury comfortable. 53-point leaders. Here's the ball up. Be Gertz and Polsky call it even. Gates couldn't gather cleanly. Doyle could, but was bailed up by McKercher. And the ground ball will result in a stoppage on outer side centre wing.
Surely the siren's imminent, Todd.
Gets you an update score from around the grounds upon completion of this Sunbury win. Your timing's not bad there, Fridge. So Sunbury go 3-0 in season 2024 under new coach Matt White. They led from pretty much go to woe. They won all 4 quarters and they've run out 53-point winners. 17 goals, 12, 114 Sunbury have defeated Bacchus Marsh 8-13-61 in what was really an example of the fundamentals. Sunbury too strong with their ball use and run and carry over the Cobras. That was the overriding theme for the afternoon, Fridge.
Yeah, totally agreed, Todd. And for the Sunbury side, 4 to Sutton, 3 to Egan and McLean, 2 to Doyle, singles to Lever, Guthrie, Scanlon, Lant and Cameron. For the Cobras, Jake Owen with a probably best for the Cobras performance with 4 goals. Singles to Lawler, McKercher, Shea and Tyrrell.
Right, let's go around the grounds and give you an update score from, we imagine, games that are nearing completion, given the time frame. Redan 13-13-91, leads Sebastopol 11-14-80. East Point 25-24, 174. Lead Melton South 117. And Ballarat 6-7-43. Trail Darley 14-8-92. So clean sweep on the tipping front from the boys at the presser. Well, you missed on Sebast by the looks, Fridge, but there's still 2 goals in it, so who knows. But on behalf of the crew here at Mattingly Park, it's been a dominant display, really. They've probably had 7 of the 10 best players on the ground, Sunbury. The numbers will surely tell a story. High possession game, and then they were doing they were given lots of favours by Bacchus Marsh, who, given their time with the ball, often gave it back and proved costly in the end. And it's pretty much told the story of the separation on the scoreboard that read Sunbury 17 goals, 12, 114. Bacchus Marsh 8-13-61. A convincing win for Sunbury, and they continue, but it's back to the drawing board for the Cobras, and just to work on those fundamentals during the week, and with a bit of luck they might end up with Will Lawler,
Bry Penny,
and Huxtable,
and Porter probably, so
and they'll surely make a difference to this Cobras outfit. But on behalf of Fridge and myself, we bid you a very good afternoon from Mattingly Park. It's Sunbury too good for Bacchus Marsh by 53 points.